I have done a thing. I might get in
What?
trouble.
Uh-oh.
Wait, huh?
We
Never
hijacked it. It's ours now, mateys.
We hijacked the channel.
Yarg.
We're just
Yarr.
going for it. We're just okay. Yeah, no, it's fine.
We are the pirates of. We need to come up with a better name than that.
Well, we are the Shadow Crew.
We're the
What-
captains of the
what's-
strange light there, matey.
What's a Shadow Crew gonna do except do shadowy stuff?
That's right. We're sneaky.
We're sneaky.
Sneaky.
And I gave the man enough time.
He did say tentative at around 9:30 his time.
Yes.
We are
Yes.
now at 10. I think
20.
actually 10:20. Yeah.
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 We did our due diligence, I think.
Yep. So no longer is it Captain Arvin. You can call me Captain Shadowed Mage.
Oh.
He's no longer a first mate here in these waters.
Yarr.
Yarr.
I'm pretty sure Arv still has a button on OBS they can press and just like immediately boot us off.
Yeah,
Really?
It's fine.
but I mean,
Yeah, he can just like revoke the stream key.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
right.
just
Yep.
change it and then you're good.
it's like, yeah, that's fun. Let me go ahead and just nope.
Hi,
We got the
everybody.
approval of Triffid, so it's all good.
Yes,
Yeah.
that too. Triffid really is like what?
We got the
second or
two
third
first
in
mates
command?
approval. If you really think about it.
Oh, wow. I am extremely illiterate. I only just realized after all these years of being a guest on his channel that your name is Triffid E. Matt. I thought your name was Triffid Meats. And I thought, oh, that's really cool.
Triffid meats.
Triffid
And now-
meats.
Yeah. and-
Delicious.
I
Oh,
get
yeah,
wow.
and
I get
like
that.
now I don't know
Um,
what to do. I feel the immense crushing weight of betrayal, but it was self-inflicted.
Anyway, I should explain. Hi, I'm Shadowed Mage. I run the Shadow Crew Adventures, Community D&D Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign on this channel. Usually on Wednesdays, sometimes on Fridays. Coming to you on a Saturday night when Arv wasn't sure if he was going to stream or not, and so I decided we want to play more D&D, so we're just taking over the channel.
And so we did.
And so we did.
Mhm.
And we'll pay for it maybe later. Who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
not. Maybe it'll just be a pleasant surprise. Like, oh, gee, thanks, guys. I wasn't actually going to be able to make it. I appreciate it. It's like, got you, man.
And so I have the Shadow Crew with me, which is made up of these lovely folks that are on your screen. And I do see that we have someone in chat, Mr. Man Number 1, who I have not seen oh
In
no!
quite some time.
Hi, Arv.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
So when I just got back, he's just mousing over the
It's fine.
change stream key button right now as he's typing this out right now.
He's
I
like
know
now about to
that.
walk the plank, Shadow Crew. Get off my boat.
Yarg.
Sometimes things just happen. It's crazy.
I'm sitting in my driveway and
We were stalling for time. That's
we really were. We
We really did stall.
oh nope, Shadow's heading away now. Oh, he's back.
He's back. He's back.
Apparently, yeah. We just came into your home, said hi to the wife and kids. You know, hung out a little bit, had some dinner.
After
that's what it was
racing
like.
home, Arvin finds that his captain seat is taken. Yes, look at me. I am the captain now.
First
I'm not
mate
sure-
shadowed.
I'm not sure if anyone else has had that experience, but being the friend house in high school, you'd come home to find friends of yours just there, like watching TV or hanging out, and you're like, "Hey, what are you doing
Happened in
here?"
my apartment all the time.
Yeah,
I was the
just
first
pull
one
up
of
a
my
scene
friends to
like,
have my
hey,
own apartment.
we're gonna play some Halo today.
Yeah, all right, sit down, man.
Hey, pull me up another controller. Where's the pizza?
Yes, I have staged a mutiny.
It It was a masterful mutiny. We were just waffling back and forth on whether to mutiny or not, and then we
Yeah,
did.
we were sitting by like at the docks for like 50 minutes. Like, man, I don't know if we should do this, man. This seems bad. All right, let's go.
Yay, let's go.
That really was it. You can kick us off if you want.
If we go offline in the next like minute or two here, guys, you know what's happening.
Time to stream. Why is my channel already live?
Seriously though, Arv, if you want to kick
Yeah,
us off, this was just something we're planning on the side.
It was very
Yeah.
impromptu.
We
Yes.
thought we were pretty sure that you weren't going to stream tonight. So
Yeah, we gave it like 50 minutes.
We sure did.
Um,
Well, now I feel bad.
Arv, if it makes you feel better, I can draw like a little standee of you in a pen, like ink or something, and then I can hold it up, and it can be a replacement for your presence.
Wait. Arv, you want to join us?
Do we have
Do
an
you-
overlay for
You
that?
still
Yes,
have all the
I
graphics
still-
for a 6-person
Yeah.
elf.
I still have
Yeah.
all the graphics
Oh
for a
my
6-person
God.
overlay.
God.
yeah, absolutely.
What is he gonna play as?
He can be someone very upset that I don't know, we took his table at the bar.
Guess Cody. I'm liking all these ideas popping up in chat though. This is
Mhm.
great.
Configuration Queen saying, "Take over every time he's late. That'll teach him."
Yeah, there's sometimes where we're like a couple of minutes late. Maybe we're waiting for one player here, and you know, you could just kick us off for that. It's understandable.
Arv, you have 3 options. Number one is
Ultimatums, here we go.
lay down the law and kick us off and do your own stream. Number 2 is join us and
Okay, alright.
roll up a 5th level character.
It's in like 5 seconds. Go right now.
And third is just let us go on.
I feel like 2 of these choices are really a pain in the butt for him.
Okay, but what about we? How about we give our free reign on all the puns
He already
for
has
this
that.
session?
I don't know if we want to give him that full reign. I think we'll die by the end of it.
What if Lift materializes and becomes a real person for
Oh
just a
my
session?
god.
Or he could play the Masamar. He could be Jarek.
Oh, he could be Jarek the
You could be
Masamar!
Jarek.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are going to talk to Jarek, so you can be Jarek.
I mean, it is his channel. We kind of do give him free reign on his pun.
Well, I mean, this time we'll pretend to like all of them.
Wow. We're
Wow,
absolutely scorching.
Okay.
Wow.
Yep, just gonna.
No,
I,
the
for
horse
one,
puns are
like all
really,
the
really
puns.
good.
I
Yep.
know.
It was
I like all the puns. Even if I
The
groan.
pony up the apples one was really good.
The fact that he made like 20 puns off of horses was like medal worthy.
Is that a horse pun? That's just a podium pun.
Well, ponies are miniature horses, kind of. Or
He's
they are.
thinking about it, guys. He's thinking. He's thinking.
He's thinking about it.
Do horses get medals or do they get ribbons? They just get ribbons, right?
I think it's ribbons.
Cop horses get medals.
Ooh.
Like sheriff medals? Like, huh?
Like, I don't know if they're really good boys or girls. Like, if they're very good at helping to capture criminals, then they
Oh.
get medals too, because technically they're officers, right? So
oh.
they can get medals.
Hey, look, Prince Justin subbed at, when we were streaming. This is like Destiny calling. We should continue playing.
or we could also let Arv be Barnabas.
So
Why
I
would
played
you
the
do that
guy
to
you
anyone?
claim to like but actually despise because of puns. Well, the only person we really, as a group, dislike is Volo.
Yeah, and
Well,
Volo
yeah.
didn't make any puns. Volo was
Yeah, dude.
just
Yeah, Volo's just
Volo
like
just
straight as an
raged
arrow with
untamed us a lot.
everything, and he's just really matter of fact. It's kind of boring.
Derby horses get cups. Right. So they get cups, ribbons, and medals.
Volo is, in fact, Volo.
Mhm.
Thanks for the sub, by the way.
I think Arv being the Masamar would be a great little guest feature.
He's just basically a giant gym bro, though, so I don't know if he wants to keep that vibe.
Well, I don't know. Maybe this is the episode where Jarek levels up his intellect and has puns. So
Or
True.
he makes up a new character just called the Punisher, and then he is like
Ooh, nice.
Mhm.
he just goes around Waterdeep, doling
I
out
can-
justice. Gotta be a bard, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it has to be a bard.
Gotta be a bard,
Tonight's
all
gonna
black.
be a wonderful session if we end up playing. I just have a feeling.
Guest
It-
starring Arvin Elrond as the Punisher.
Yeah.
Which would make it a crossover episode because DC and Marvel don't normally get along, but we have Batman and the Punisher doing
Oh,
some
yeah.
crimes together.
Yeah. It's true.
Ah!
It's working out. It's all come together.
I must say this has been some top tier quality riffing since we've gone live.
I do say, my good fellow, it is some top tier riffing up in here. Okay, look.
Oh, okay. We have to be serious. Oh, we have to be serious, guys. Oh, wait.
Oh, kick ass with some.
Oh, wait.
Oh wait,
I don't
Oh,
think our
wait.
party's ever
Oh,
kick
wait.
ass.
Everyone wait.
He's gonna be all. One of you has to die.
Done and done.
We
already did
Whoa.
that.
Done it.
Here's the deal. Okay, he's getting the
Oh,
ultimatums
oh.
now.
Oh,
Here's the deal.
Power play,
One,
reverse ultimatum.
here comes the Uno reverse.
my heart's beating at like 150% rate.
Hey, you gotta get your cardio in, right?
It's what we call adrenaline rush, my friend. You're okay.
Is there a person that just gets scared and that's their cardio? They just watch scary stuff all day.
Oh,
Y'all get
oh,
started.
this is so menacing. You all get started, but I'm going
Oh,
to send
no.
Shadowcrew a private message.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That's scary for
You
everyone.
know,
I'm
you know
getting
what's funny?
reprimanded.
You know what's funny on my chat? Prince Justin's name is Green, just like Arv's. So I read it as Arv saying, "Here's the deal," and then Arv saying, "Death is really only the beginning." And I was like, "Oh fuck!"
We're gonna
Oh
kill forever.
god, we're dead.
Adding a wrinkle you will all have to deal with.
Oh, he's putting up a DM's challenge. Oh,
Ooh. Here
Bring
come
it.
the fisticuffs. He's gonna challenge you to an arm wrestling
And
match.
this wrinkle will be a big curveball.
If I don't embarrass-
Daddy's making threats. Oh, please don't use the word
Yes.
daddy.
Configuration
embarrass
queen,
my
that's the
character
worst
and
thing I've
myself.
seen.
mutiny
Yes.
this.
Ah. Okay, you know how we keep saying that every time we take an extended break, there's too much chaos energy? Well, here we are, barely 3 days after our last session, and the chaos energy is off the charts.
This,
Right?
this,
Yep.
is, this is weekend stuff. Weekend gremlin energy
Everyone's
always
like,
off the chart.
yeah, exactly. Everyone's like,
Hmm.
hey, I got tomorrow off. Most people do, at least. Let's get crazy.
Yeah.
It's time to McFricking lose it.
Where is that from?
Oh, it was a vine from way back in the day.
Okay.
There was, I think, a Ronald McDonald on the counter of a McDonald's, and he just went, "It's time to McFricking lose it," and started head thrashing.
I was waiting for the message to come through. Can I deal with that? Send me the message.
Well, no, that's the thing is we got to start, and then you see the message, and then you have to comply. That's
Yeah, I think that's the idea is
twist.
that we have to get started, and then literally like halfway through a dialogue, he's gonna throw this massive curveball. Everyone's like, "All right, everyone out. We're taking a 5-minute break. I'm redesigning this entire encounter."
It turns into a whole like what you say moment where it's like we're all shooting each other as like a dramatic season finale towards the whole end of the episode. It'll be great.
Okay, sending a whisper, he says so.
Should we get intros going in the meantime, or
Right,
are we
'cause-
good?
'cause we
Is Arv
haven't
gonna
done-
kick us out like halfway into Yoi's intro?
well, let's do those intros nonetheless. Gubby.
Favorite fast
Gubby,
food before you move on.
Yeah.
Favorite
oh.
fast food. I don't
topic.
actually eat fast food all that often. I was telling the rest of the crew this when we were trying to figure out what our background information was going to be. So I'm going with the last fast food I had, which was A&W. So going with that. Root beer is great. Love that
Those
stuff.
are very uncommon around.
Yes. Yoi, Gawain, Lin, that is my name. Gubby, also my name. He, they are my pronouns. And tonight, as I do every night with this magnificently chaotic crew, I play Peach Candleheart, a 3-year-old barn owl, Aarakocra, Echo Knight fighter who loves his father very much and got mind wiped last session and had his intellect dropped to 0. And is still feeling extremely guilty about the fact that he got himself into such severe legal hot water. He will be talking to his dad about that.
Okay. Hoodie, please go ahead.
So sorry, I didn't mean to spring the whole tell us your favorite fast food. I was trying to get Shadowed to do it, but I didn't use a name. So I was just pointing at a camera and saying do it. So I'm gonna my name's Hoodie. He, him pronouns. I'm playing the adorable, blonde-haired, green-eyed, cherubic, basil globberpot, 37-year-old, Lightfoot halfling, alchemist, artificer. I also don't go to a lot of fast food, but
Okay.
what I remember, my favorite fast food meal, I think, is the best way of doing this, which is Wendy's. You get 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers and a small fry, and then you just ride away off into the sunset. It's the best thing you'll ever eat. It used to be like $3, and now it's probably like $47 or something. I don't know. I haven't gotten fast food recently, so, but that's it for me.
Wendy's upsets me.
Is there a person? Is there a reason I don't know, or is it like a?
Yeah, there's a reason you don't know, and it's unbelievably stupid.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if is Wendy's like supporting really bad things, like they warmongers, or
it's more that okay. You see, bear with me here.
I'm gonna guess red-haired in pigtails. Is that it?
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's worse than that. Okay,
It's the
so
freckles.
you see the burger buns, the top and the bottom, the silhouettes are round.
Oh no, it's the square patties,
but then
right?
you get to patties, and
Yeah.
those are square. And then when
Well,
you put square things with round objects, it just gets confusing.
But don't you know that one like freaking meme that has like you could just keep putting everything into the square hole?
Do you think I like that meme, my friend? My imaginary friend?
No.
Would you like to discuss that?
Hey, I'm just an imaginary friend. It's okay. We can have differing opinions.
It used to be more burger for your value, but now the burgers are smaller than the bun, so now it doesn't make any sense. I do agree with you on that. You need to change it up.
And I'm going to be honest, when you were trying to decide which was your favorite fast food, I was really hoping just for the puns that you would have said Arby's, because then I could have said, you have the Triffid meats.
Oh.
But that's fine. That ship sailed. It's okay. It's fine. So I guess I'm next, aren't I?
Yeah. Tilted, you are next.
Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm Tilted Gaming. I'm a farmer by trade, and due to the events of the last campaign session, I was the only one, even though I'm a vigilante, that didn't actually have a direct hand in murdering nobles. Figure that one out.
Or hiding the evidence.
Yep. I didn't do that, actually. I had no hand in that.
I know. Yeah.
But yes, I'll be playing a Raven Aarakocra Gloomstalker Ranger of noble lineage known as Cruce Swain. But during the nights, for most nights that is, I'll be taking on my vigilante persona, known only as the Aviary.
Yeah.
In terms of fast food, because we brought that up now, I'm kind of like biased because for the longest time as a child, my father worked at Taco Bell. and he was like a regional manager there. So I had Taco Bell all the time. They were great. It was enjoyable. It's gotten better too. So yeah, that's my go-to.
Okay,
It's a solid pick. It's
Yep.
just a solid all-around pick.
it is. And Drew the Damager.
Hello, everybody. I am Drew the Damager. He, him pronouns. Tonight I will be playing, as always, the punk rock priestess, Callista Amberblood, the tiefling Twilight cleric. And as far as fast food goes, I would say fries from Checkers, burgers from Burger King, chicken from Popeyes.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm surprised about the burgers from Burger King.
Yeah, that one's the most controversial of the three for sure.
Like, I've never been to Checkers, but I've heard many good things about Checkers fries.
Ooh, man, those fries are phenomenal.
I've only ever heard of Checkers as a board game.
There's a whole bunch of weird ones, like Checkers
Yeah.
and then Carl's Jr. and
Yeah, Checkers is
That one.
mostly a southern fast food place.
Oh.
I went when I was a kid, I took a trip down to North Carolina, and that was like about as northern as Checkers gets. That's like a real like Georgia, Alabama, like real red state kind of place.
Hmm. I'm
But their
learning so much
fries.
about establishments.
Their fries are unbelievable.
I would absolutely kill a person for Popeye's chicken right now. I haven't thought about it in so many years, and you brought
Popeyes
it
is
up,
so
and now
good.
it's right there.
Yeah, it
Beautiful.
trumps KFC every time. And it's like, unfortunately, there's so many more KFCs around than Popeyes, but yeah.
So
I've only ever heard of Popeyes via the internet. I've never seen one nor eaten from one.
Mm,
But
good.
yeah, I look forward to the day that I actually do get to try it. It'll be very interesting. I'll stand
Think
there
of-
looking at it going, wow, it's real.
Think of a more like crispy fried chicken with a little bit more of a peppery spice to it.
Oh.
I think that's a decent way of
so
describing it.
what counts as fast food? Are we just kind of going with your typical kinds of places, or
5 Guys and under, right? So
I'd
5
say
Guys is the
anything
price.
that doesn't require you to just like you have to do a sit down.
so? I'm going to put this in American terms. Would something
Okay.
like Chipotle count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
fast food.
in Canada, at least in my province, we have mucho burrito,
Oh yeah.
which is
I actually used to live next to a Mucho Burrito here.
Is that the place you went to yesterday?
what?
Did you go to Mucho Burrito yesterday because you were gonna get a burrito bowl?
Oh no, that was actually bar burrito.
Ah,
You have multiple burrito places?
there's so many.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, so like there's mucho burrito, bar burrito, and guac Mexico. Oh, and also quesada.
You have 4?
Yeah.
Freedom of choice, my guy.
I know we've already been through this, but like I envy your food choices almost all the time.
I had a mucho burrito tonight.
Oh.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Anything particular?
It was a chicken burrito bowl with brown rice, black beans, fajita veggies, shredded cheese, extra shredded cheese,
Oh.
chicken, doubled up pineapple salsa, citrus slaw, pickled onions, cilantro, and then sour cream and al pastor sauce.
You went
Is
through the entire garden there, my friend. It's
Is
good.
everyone-
Like, enjoy it. That's great.
is everyone here a cilantro person?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. So it's just me and Shadow then. Okay,
Yep.
all right. I
Yep.
see.
I've tried. We make cilantro here too at the farm, but it tastes like soap to me.
Oh, that's interesting. For me, it tastes like despair.
Yeah, I'm going with Yoy.
Like it I don't know what people mean when they say it tastes like soap because I eat it and I instantly feel depressed.
Well, here's the other test. What's your guys' opinion on ginger, like pickled ginger?
So much.
Pickled
I'll
ginger
take
is great.
any version of ginger that you have. I will eat it or put it in a thing I'm making.
Yeah, ginger's fine.
Shadow?
Sorry, I'm reading stuff from Arv.
Oh, okay, you're good. It's okay. Just a simple question of whether you like pickled ginger or not.
Pickled ginger. Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm the
so.
weirdo.
I
I'm
don't
the
think I've ever
imaginary one again.
I don't think I've ever had pickled ginger. I've had like ginger, like like
Well,
shaved
most if
ginger.
you've ever had sushi, like that's
Yeah,
always with it is pickled ginger.
the
Oh,
palate
okay.
cleanser on the side.
Yep.
Well, it's pickled ginger. It's not. It's like it's just kind of a slaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some of that too. But yeah, for me, it's just like both cilantro and ginger are like no-goes for me because they taste like soap. And it sucks because I actually do have like motion sickness is one of the things I deal with, and those are both really good at dealing with motion sickness.
Oh, that sucks.
Are you the same with raw ginger? Because pickled ginger and raw ginger do taste super
it
different.
it is different, but at the same time, I just can't handle it. Like it just tastes like soap to me.
Oh,
What about
then I guess you have the soap taste
Yep.
gene then.
what about Hershey's chocolate?
Fine with it. I mean,
Milk
I
chocolate?
would prefer others, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah, the milk chocolate.
No, dude.
Yeah, see, me and Hoodie have the thing.
Does it
There's
taste
a-
fruity to you?
No, it tastes like vomit.
It
Oh.
tastes
Same
really
here.
bad.
It
Yeah.
tastes really bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no.
So-
I heard that
Another
there's-
tick for an imaginary friend here. Let's just keep them coming here, guys. I'm gonna become
As
a
a
prison
kid,
cellmate with how many ticks on the walls I'm gonna be making here.
I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that there's an enzyme that they use in Hershey's milk chocolate specifically that if in some people, like some people have certain like I don't know, like a genetic thing where that enzyme that they use tastes like vomit to them. And it's only like I think it's only like 10% of people.
I wanted to double check because it wasn't the preservative, but it's that the milk fats in Hershey's chocolate, they break down or decompose if you want to be not so finesse with your vocabulary. They break down into butyric acid, and that is what gives like the rancid taste.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
I can't do any milk chocolate. As a kid, I grew up in Pennsylvania, and Hershey's was everywhere, and they kept trying to force milk chocolate Hershey's on us, and I was like, I don't want it. You have to give this. I can't be around this, please.
Okay.
Okay, yes, we're
Right.
back. Sorry, Captain.
It's all good.
Captain,
It's
my
okay.
captain.
Yes. Arvin has issued me the instructions. So, last time was a very large, long, messy encounter in which everyone possible who seemed to be after the Stone of Galore showed up because the party was about to get arrested, and then Basil was like, well, like all of this stuff was happening, blah 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 blah, Stone of Galore, and then Saith Cromley, who was like the sergeant in the City Watch and friend of Barnabas of Blastwind, was like, what did you say? And then it turns out that he had had his brain eaten by an intellect devourer and was now a spy and agent for the Xanathar Guild. And then he like the Xanathar Guild like revealed themselves, and they wanted to like steal the Grelhund bodies so they could get their brains with the information. And then everyone else kind of revealed themselves. The Drow and the Zentarim and all of this other mess, and then the party was able to basically, with the help of Barnabas, who stopped Saith in his tracks with a clutch spell, ran away and rescued Barnabas as well. And then Barnabas decided, you know what? there's too much weird shit going on here. You guys are free to go. Wipe his
Yeah,
hands,
after we
clean up the
explained
mess.
everything thoroughly to him.
Yeah. Yes, you did explain everything to him. And then basically he said that he was like gonna try and go to ground and report into the Black Staff and figure out the city of Waterdeep's next movements as to maybe how to handle what's going on in the city. And he recommended that the party maybe just also just continue with their own business, whatever that is, and wish them good luck. And then they also got a vision in their dreams from the goddess Timora, which then left them with basically not like a full blessing, but it's a charm. And it's called the Charm of the Fates, and it allows them to roll a d10 and add that to any kind of like ability check, attack roll, saving throw roll to try and twist
Change the fates.
Yes, turn the tides of fate for that roll. And that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Oh yeah, we had a guy in our basement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went ahead and took a guy. The whole time this was all going on, by the way, Peach had a guy just slung over their shoulder for the entire combat. About like
Yeah.
2 minutes of just solid combat, which is a long time. Just and then we brought him in. Now
Yeah.
we're gonna interrogate him, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So basically it's you wake up the next morning. That's where we start.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna say you wake up the next morning, everything's on fire. Like, all right, Arv, starting off great here.
What do you do in the morning?
Well,
Peach would like to go see his dad, and he would like to go earlier than usual, because his father was away earlier, so he just wants to maybe catch him before he goes out.
Well, before Peach, you even leave. Basically, as you're going to leave, at the door up to what like your living quarters above the tavern, there's a small little knock, 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 knock on the door.
Oh. Does it sound like the knock of a small child?
Yes.
Oh. Peach will open the door cautiously.
And there is a figure standing outside the door that appears to be a young, like maybe about 7 to 9-year-old human girl with like fiery, really messy red hair that's kind of like blowing out from their head, and like in fact it almost seems as if like the ends of her hair are fire itself, but like surely not.
Oh, it's the Wendy's lady. She heard me talking shit about the buns and the patties.
Coming for you. Gonna stab you.
It's happening. Even in D&D, you're not safe.
When Peach sees her, he immediately fluffs himself up to look more endearing and less spooky because he is a barn owl the size of an ostrich. And he says, "Oh, hello, small friend. Please come in. It must be very cold outside."
Yeah, and you notice that she seems to be dressed in very plain clothes, but is completely unperturbed by what is almost like a blizzard outside. And she'll just like look up at Peach again, like basically doesn't care that Peach is a giant bird person, and just kind of like looks up with like a blank look.
Is everything okay over there, Peach?
He turns his head around and says, "There is a small child outside."
Oh, all right. I go ahead and get up and start walking over towards the door.
Yeah, and so Peach, he steps aside from the door so she has an unobstructed way and is like, "Please come in. It must be cold."
Yes, come right in. We have a nice warm fire. Gonna get you something to drink or eat.
And she'll just kind of like remain standing there, looking up, and then she kind of like half turns and like nods in the direction back outside.
Are you all right?
And then
Peach
she'll just
look-
kind of like slowly extend a hand, and that like almost as if she wants you to take her hand. And again, she like nods out towards outside.
Is my glaive glowing?
It is not.
Okay. Peach looks at Cruz or the aviary currently.
Currently, Cruz.
Okay. Peach looks at Cruz and says, if you want to wait for the others, I could go with her by myself. I was going to see my father.
I think it'd be best if we both go, just in
Okay.
case.
So he'll take her hand and basically wait, I guess, for her to lead.
I guess
Um,
I will follow behind whatever's going on.
And then yeah, like she'll point at Peach, and then she'll point at Cruz, and then hold up 2 fingers, gets a confused look on her face, and holds up 4 fingers.
I think she wants all
Oh.
4 of us?
Yes.
Perhaps? Well, I best go ahead and see if Basil's available. If you can give us just a moment, we could get them both down here if that's what you want. I just kind of look at her like hoping to get some sort of like nod or something.
And then like when you say that you'll go and get the others, then like there's like a very small curt nod.
Okay. I go ahead and start walking upstairs. Is anyone actively awake at this point, or are they asleep?
What time is it in the morning?
Yeah, so I guess that's Peach. Like, what time would you have gotten up to go out?
'Cause I usually get up early. Like I'm like having my morning coffee or tea or whatever.
Yeah, probably like in the 7, a little bit before 7 range, because you did say that when I got there at at my regular hour, which would be like around 9 to 10, my father wasn't there, so Peach would want to go quite a bit earlier to catch him.
Okay. All right, so 7 in the morning.
There's sounds coming from Basil's room, but he's not like out in the open yet.
And I'm gonna assume that Callista's like out like a light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doors closed. No sound.
I guess I'll go into Basil's room first, as to maybe give like an extra minute or 2 for Callista to sleep, I guess. And I'll walk in. Am I gonna get hit with something in the face if I walk in right now? As I kind of peer in.
You can hear Basil whistling through the door. Very happy, jaunty tune.
Oh, good morning, Basil. How are you today?
Hey, sorry. Hold on. Let me get the door. There's some like boxes that you can hear being moved, and the door opens. Basil is slung out with a bunch of syringes, all with a sickly green glow. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to talk to the guy downstairs. So, getting a whole bunch of stuff ready to go.
Oh, okay. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but we may want to put a little bit of a rain check on that, if at all possible.
Well, some of these lose potency pretty quick. How long? What? What's going on?
So there's a small child, a little bit mysterious, to say the least, that wants all 4 of us in an audience.
And you guys are just doing that? That's just okay. Sure. That sounds super
It's
dangerous.
a young child, Sir Basil. What do you want us to go and tell the little girl to go away?
Tell him my glaive wasn't glowing.
And also, there was nothing wrong with Peach's glaive.
I know, but you hear it. A mysterious little girl showed up at our door.
Yep.
What time is it? 7?
It's 7 in the morning.
And then wants us all to come outside?
Yes.
You hear that, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put just a cloak over all these syringes, but I'm not going to take them off. Is that okay?
Are they going to be accidentally sat on if they're left there?
Oh, no. I mean, they're all pretty snug in, and I have protectors. Because when, syringes just getting everywhere. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
everything's good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go wake up Callista. I guess if you want to analyze this further, go and head down to the first floor and see. Make what you will of the situation.
I'll get my outerwear on, my goggles on, and my backpack on, and then we'll see what's up.
Okay, just don't scare the child too much. I mean, you wouldn't. You're a very nice young man.
What's so scary about me? I hold out the arms, and more syringes flop down from like small pockets. What's
that?
This is medic stuff. That's fine.
Yes. Okay. I'll meet you down there. Peach should already be there with the young child.
All right, I'll go check up.
All right, and then I will walk up to Callista's room and do a couple of knocks on the door.
Right before you knock on the door, like as you're going to knock on the door, the door opens up, and it's Ravis standing there, and he's just got his pants on, no shirt, no boots. He's holding them in his hands, and he looks a little bit frightened and kind of dehydrated, and you startle him.
The bodyguard?
He doesn't say anything to you.
Big
and he just
Rob
walks down the hallway. And
have a good day, Sir Rob.
About a minute later, you see Callista walk into the doorway wearing her black silk pajamas. She looks down the hallway. She looks at you and goes, "Isn't it a pity? The ones that talk the biggest game can never live up to their own hype." Good morning, Cruz. What's going on?
Good morning, Callista. I'll let that be. It is your personal life. I'm not going to intervene at all. But we do have a young child that wishes to have an audience with all four of us.
A young child?
Yes. And I know Basil's already given me the whole spiel here that it is a little suspicious, and I know, looking at the situation, that a child comes at 7 in the morning, first thing, gives us pretty much nothing to work off of, and is out in the midst of a blizzard. But Peach doesn't have anything going on with their weapon, and it's been a pretty reliable way of figuring things out, you know?
Well, if it seems all right to Peach, I suppose.
I'm assuming you're going to need a moment.
Yes, give me about 5 minutes to get my equipment on.
Take your time. I'll be right out. And all that matters is that you're having a good time. And I just kind of give a thumbs up and walk down the stairs.
No, close the door.
I'm walking downstairs to Peach with Rob. Yeah, so we have like a whole smorgasbord downstairs normally for like breakfast if you want to grab some of that on your way out. Also, we do have job openings here. I did pay you like a lot of money. So, if you want to come back. Anyways, hey Peach.
I'm standing there still holding this child's hand. Oh, hello. I am holding this child's hand.
Hey. Okay. Immediate detect magic on the kid.
You detect magic on the kid. Okay.
Literally, that's it. You detect magic on the kid.
It's just a big question mark.
You are immediately blinded and can't see.
Oh, good.
I take off the goggles. Okay, all right. Like better on that one.
Like it's not even that the child was emanating magic. It was as if all of reality itself was.
Okay, I'm just like, hey kid, you want like I think I probably have candy or something. Are you hungry? Can we get you shoes? I'm blind. I can't see you react to me. I know that right now. All right. Wait here.
Interesting that you mentioned shoes because she is barefoot.
I think it's because of the prophet. I think Basil just suspects kids on the street should just not have shoes.
But again, like her clothes aren't tattered, just very pointy.
Is she giving off heat of any kind?
Nope.
Okay. And when I take her hand, does it feel cold or like a normal human living creature temperature?
It seems to feel normal.
It seems to feel normal.
So about this time, I'll come out of my room all in my armor and everything, and I'll walk over and I'll kneel down. Hello, darling.
I'm assuming Rob is just out the door already, like down the street.
yeah,
Hey, I told Rob about the spread we have downstairs, so who knows?
Yeah, Travas has just like kind of like looked confusedly, like running past everyone, like past the little girl down the steps outside.
Do I get no reaction from her?
So did you actually ask something, or I guess
No, I just said hello, darling.
So she again just is kind of like staring, blank faced, as if waiting.
Do you
I'll
need
poke
us for something?
Callista in the thigh. She's super magical. Crazy magic.
Like,
I sort of figured.
Okay, yeah. Heads up.
All right.
I am here for all of you. For Hazel Clobberpot, Peach Candleheart, Bruce Swain, also known as the Aviary,
wait, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
and Callista Amberblood, servant of Solune.
Well, and then Peach looks sidelong at Cruz and then back to her. Well, 4 of us are here now, so we
Yeah,
can
4.
go where you would like us to go.
Yes, the
I-
aviary isn't here.
I have important things to show you.
Oh. Is it alright if the aviary isn't here?
Oh, but you and he are one and the same.
I just kind of look at everyone and real
We didn't
close
blow
and
it this time. She just cold guessed it on her own.
Yeah, so Peach, has drawn his head in
I
the way
know.
birds do when they're taking a back and are just like,
and I just
no.
kind of kneel down close and I'm like,
I know many things about all of you.
and you
Oh.
might see that that's a little creepy, wouldn't you?
But come. I must show you important things.
Okay?
It concerns your welfare.
Oh, well.
Like our money? I mean,
The status, the well-being of your existence.
Oh, that is rather fundamental. Please lead the way before we collapse into discussion of any other awkward subjects.
There's an
Yes.
awkward subject to be had to this morning? I wouldn't know.
yeah, why was Rob here? So weird. Where'd he even come from?
Yes.
There's no need to be worried. And then you all feel like suddenly a sense of calmness and that her presence is benign.
Can I
Interesting.
insight to see if this is some kind of magical influence?
Sure.
Like to see if, is this my own feeling or a feeling that's coming from outside of me, basically?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
We've been best within the mind a bit last night.
Yeah. Okay, so Peach, who was at intellect 0, but maintains his wisdom, rolled an 18.
Well, you got your intellect back.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes. It's kind of both. It's almost like an innate sense that's reacting to something, to her magical presence. That in combination is like, okay, they're like, something is strange with her, and she is magical. In fact, everything that's going on seems to be perhaps magical, but you do feel genuinely within yourself that there is no reason to feel threatened.
Oh,
Peach looks at her a little longer and says, "Very well. Lead the way, please." I am still holding her hand.
Okay. And then she will just like ever so lightly tug at your hand and then start leading the way outside. And as you go outside, it does look like it's blizzarding, but it seems that as you go, you don't really feel the effects of the blizzard around you as you go out walking. And as you go out walking, it almost feels that like as you're walking the streets of Waterdeep, following her lead, that you're arriving at places much sooner than you thought you would. It's almost as if like space-time is being compressed.
Oh.
And then you arrive at the Yawning Portal.
Oh.
Okay.
We got here quite fast, didn't we?
That was very quick.
And as you've also arrived, it seems as though the sun has moved completely over in the sky. It has gone from like just before dawn, and as you walked over, it has gone past noon and into practically almost sunset as you arrive at the Yawning Portal.
Oh, my poison's staying.
I do apologize for that, Sir Basil. I had no idea this would take this long.
And
But not.
she takes all of you inside the Yawning Portal. And as you walk inside, the very first thing you see is Tam sitting at the bar ordering a milk from Durnan.
So did we die? Or like what's going on?
Oh,
I'm a bit
What
taken
is-
aback. I'm just like, how is that possible?
Hey Tam! Tam! Hey Tam!
No one in the Yawning Portal seems to pay any attention to any of you whatsoever.
Including Tam being yelled at by
Yeah.
Basil.
Hey! Hey Tam! Hey!
And then, in fact, as you look around, then you'll see over across the Yawning Portal, on the far side, there is what appears to be a woman of clergy, seeming almost to be harassed by a large bird person and a short halfling.
I don't know if I'd call that harassment. I was really just asking questions with purpose. That seems a little rude. Nosebleed.
Nosebleeds.
Can I make an intelligence check to know that we walked into the past somehow, or like, is this a mirror? What's going on here? Is this like an Arcana thing? Is this like big magic? What's happening?
Yeah, sure. Give me an Arcana check.
There's definitely some sort of magic going on.
An 11, a regular roll 11.
Yeah, you're pretty sure like there's something really weird and magical going on here, but you have no idea like what it is.
Wow, really weird, magical. I don't know what's going on.
I'm just looking around like, this is the first night we all met.
Peach looks down at like actual Peach, still holding the child's hand, looks down and said, "Have you brought us here to bamboozle us? This is very confusing."
And so the young child with the burning hair almost kind of like smiles and then like gestures, and then you see the events play out where the young guy like goes and tries. There's like the singing and the chanting. And the young guy goes down the hole, and then like the troll comes up and like spits out him half eaten. Everyone charges in to fight the troll, and then like the group comes together, talking to Volo, and then the young girl pulls on Peach's hand and leads them back outside the awning.
What's the time of day when we go out?
It seems to be night again.
Okay.
And now, she continues to lead you on, and she takes you over into the city of the dead. And
We're
then,
zooming all over the place.
As we're going, I'm going to cast Vigilant Blessing on myself.
okay,
Looking up at Callista. So you're getting like the Cliff Notes version of, I guess, what happened?
Yeah,
That's pretty
I
cool,
guess
right?
so. That's pretty useful, I suppose.
So that was the first night that you all met each other.
Oh yeah,
Correct.
it was super brutal.
Hmm.
That guy in the well totally died. It was horrifying.
They often do, yes.
Yes, it was a very unpleasant sight, and a lot of cheering was had at that night as well. Bets were done. It was sickening to an extent.
And then we met
Um,
Polo, and everything got worse.
yeah, and
Until
so
we got the building, that was about the only good thing he gave us.
the little child. So she's taken you, and you've arrived at the city of the dead, and now, this time, you arrive at the city of the dead, and it almost seems to be kind of like maybe like mid-afternoon, and you can see, yourselves, Sans Callista and Tam instead, talking to Sir Ambrose Everdon, and then he leads the past versions of you over to, well, he gives them directions, and then you can see yourselves, like the old version of the party, go through the city of the dead and find mutilated bodies and like prints in the snow and a mausoleum, and the party goes down in the mausoleum, and you can see the events in which like Peach gets possessed, and like the like solving all the puzzles in the mausoleum, and the encounter where Cruz gets like the +1 radiant moonlight radiant sword, and then dealing like with the mirror and all the ghosts and whatever,
And how
What's this?
Tam
and
and
how
Cruz almost died.
and Tam and Cruz almost dying.
Was this your first investigation?
You're watching a real bad one. This one was a bad one.
This was, yes, that
this was
was
real
not
tough.
my best work either.
This
Wow,
was an
you-
extremely horrible night.
You were a bunch of adorable fuck-ups, weren't you?
Really could have used a cleric on this one. Yep.
Yeah, I have to agree with him. It's doesn't look good.
And then, like, as the misadventure in the mausoleum concludes, and you see them all return to Troll Skull Alley afterwards, and then, like, you almost don't have to walk; you just suddenly appear inside, and you can see everyone kind of like waking up in the morning, but Tam does not.
We're really jumping ahead a lot of chapters. This is crazy
Yes,
fast.
we skipped the entire Snow Beetle chapter.
So
That's Tam's finest work, in my opinion. Really would have liked you to have seen it there, Callista.
But yeah, so now you're seeing the morning in which the party realizes that Tam has died in his sleep. And then that moment also, then like again, almost like without walking, but you can feel the tug of the child leading you, and you arrive at the moment in which you have Matron Telhez, Callista, Jarek, and oh no, I forget the name of the dwarf again. It's
Ballgrinders?
Balgrin.
Balgrin,
Yeah.
I knew it was
Balgrin.
I knew it was something kind of semi-dirty.
Yeah. That's. I just went. It's ball something.
And then
Yeah.
and then like Matron Tellez introducing Callista and taking the rest of them away, and Callista joining the party. And then the moment again seems to meld, and you feel the tug of the child leading you, and you can see all of yourselves running out of the front door of the tavern into an exploded Troll Skull Alley.
Don't look, says Peach to the child as past him runs out and shucks off his armor and starts flying.
And I'm saying, like, I think this is particularly the reason why we were brought to this point, but we'll see what the child has in mind.
Well, and then like you can see the events of how it all played out. Like so, like Callista's like tending to the wounded, and Bruce and Basil are like investigating things, and Peach is flying up overhead, and then the child again kind of leads you all back up into your living space above the tavern, and then you're all just kind of like standing right where you were before you all left. Like Peach has the child's hand in hand, and you're all looking out the door into the blizzard.
Well, for anyone that is wanting to break the fourth wall a bit, you have just now seen the past 27 episodes of Community D&D in less than 5 minutes. Congratulations.
But this time, as you're all kind of looking down, and Peach, you realize that your hand is not down low in a child's hand, but is up higher, gently grabbing what appears to be an old, frail woman's hand. But again, still very bright red hair, as if almost on fire.
Oh, you
can I
grew
make
up
an insight
very
check?
fast.
Okay, make an insight check.
I would also like to insight in my confusion.
Guys, it's the ghost of Christmas present. I don't know what else to tell you.
24. Is this a hag?
Is not a
16
hag.
from Peach. Is she
Okay.
half Aarakocra, thereby explaining her incredibly rapid aging?
I never expected that question
Yeah,
for an insight.
did not expect that question.
I'm
Not on
trying
my
to get
bingo
character.
card.
No, this just seems to be some kind of very an intensely strong magical spirit.
Oh. Peach is worried that if he lets go of this magical spirit's hand, that it will be offensive. So he will just keep holding this magical spirit's hand.
So, what was that you wanted us all to see? Like, I understand Callista here only got to be a part of half of what was experienced, so it was good for her. But what exactly were you wanting the rest of us to see?
You may yet come to know the importance of your pasts. Wait for the next visitor.
Yeah.
And you are all back in your beds asleep.
Oh, okay.
Peach jolts up upright, and he goes, "I'm late for tutoring." Oh.
Rabaz is in bed with Callista.
Not for long.
Well, I guess Basil doesn't actually really sleep. He's like back tinkering in his room again.
And I'm like, oh, I missed my
I'm pulling
morning
out chains.
tea.
Peach at first is really distressed, and then he realizes that he can have breakfast again,
A wondrous day.
and he loves breakfast, so this is great, actually.
It's not
And
very often that Aarakocra get an extra day on this earth.
Yeah, exactly. So he bustles on out, ready to have his first breakfast for the second time. He's gonna see his dad. This is great. What a wonderful day.
Basil busts out of his room carrying just armful of chains with like manacles on them. We gotta link up. Some supernatural forces messing with us, and we gotta lock it all together. We can't get caught. Their pants down again. We just lock ourselves in the house. No one can steal us away.
I literally just see you coming out of there. I just think of your hair all messed up, and you're just going to the meme where it's like aliens.
I will get up and put on all my armor and everything and head out and go downstairs. And the first person that I run into, did that just happen to you too?
Did what just happen? Eating breakfast again?
Shaking chains.
Again.
Yes, I had a very wonderful dream where
Yes.
I woke up and then I had breakfast and then there was a knock on the door and then there was a very small and mysterious child that asked for the
With-
four of us.
With fiery red hair?
Oh, yes, very much.
A young child, you say. And then, like, you turn around to, like, the dining table, and there's
Is
a,
it
like
Volo?
Eat and be merry, man.
There's a giant bearded man sitting at your dining table.
Yes, my favorite one.
And
Yes.
like around, like it looks like that, like he's wearing like a wreath filled with like all kinds of different fruits and meats, and then like it like goes down into like basically like a bowl on his like upper chest.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Yes. Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. You're currently in our house.
I am your second visitor.
Oh, we're really doing this, are we?
I'm pulling just so many. I'm fully chained up. Pulling so many chains over. You're not gonna trick me again. I'm Basil Marley. Nice to meet you.
Basil Marley.
No one's getting my real last name.
We're really doing this right
young
now,
Mr.
are we?
Globberpot. You
Well,
think you
all
could?
right. Well, that's not fun.
Are you hoping to take my hand as well?
Oh, why don't you have something to eat?
Are you gonna show us a bunch of stuff about people talking really bad about us and then make us feel bad that we're not at their Christmas parties? Sorry, winter night parties? Nosebleed.
And we're just supposed to take food off of your necklace of fruits and various other substances.
It's all quite good. And he like grabs like a pear and then just like chomps into it, and you can see that it is just like the like juiciest, like tastiest pear that you've ever seen.
I will also grab a pear because I love pears, and I will take a bite.
Okay.
One and never winter. I'll take whatever is on there.
Okay. Well, I mean, like
Peach.
you could have like there's all kinds of different fruits. There's like berries and apples and pears and stone fruits and like there's turkey legs. There's like
A turkey leg. It's a turkey leg.
I just like as he takes the turkey leg, I'm like, you would.
Oh God! I keep forgetting how insensitive this is. I like, just kind of like daintily put it back.
No, you've already touched it. It's rude to not let something like that go to
Yeah,
waste.
all right, that's fair. I'll take that and this apple, and then I guess I'll eat them both.
Peach takes a peach, eyes the turkey leg, and can I insight to see if this is Zardaw's Zord in one of his weirdo disguises?
sure.
That would
That would be
the craziest
amazing.
ghost of Christmas present that has ever existed.
16.
He does feel extremely similar to Zardoz Zord, but it is not him.
Oh, okay.
I will take a nectarine and a peach as well, and then I'll go and eat them.
How'd you cook this meat? Like, super good flavor.
I'm just literally glaring at Basil as
You said I picked it up. This is not on me.
Mm,
and like
yes.
like his eyes sparkle behind like his big bushy mustache and beard and like flowing wild hair. And he's like, whatever sustenance you desire, I can have for you.
Oh, wait, so you didn't like cook this? You just okay. That takes a little bit of the charm out of it. But you know, hey, you could, yeah, I'll get some more food. Just like climbing up on him, covered in chains.
So, I just get the image of a cherubic Basil, by the way, hair all messed up, chains,
hair,
manacles, syringes, literally falling off of his person as
no
he's
syringes in this
clambering up
timeline.
this jolly guy trying to grab at any food he's got.
And like then like he like starts to like use his legs to like push the chair back, and you can hear it like straining under his weight as it like slides along the floor. And then like he kind of like shifts weight to one leg and like then to like and then around to the other leg as he stands up, and he's probably like he's taller than Pete. He's probably 7.5 if not 8 feet tall.
Oh, another imaginary person.
Peach, who is extremely imaginary already, looks up and goes, "Oh, that's new."
Someone taller than you?
Oh. Well, Candleheart, Basil Globberpot, True Swain, also known as the Aviator, Callista Amberblood.
Yes, yeah, you don't need to... Okay.
Shall we be going?
Of course, I'm just perching on his shoulder now, eating things. Yeah, I'm good to go wherever.
And where are we going this time?
And then you see Peach come out of their room, start making breakfast. You see Prabhas come out of Callista's room and like run out the door, and
That's where he came from.
And then like Callista just kind of like leaning on the door frame. And Basil like you can hear him like tinkering away in his room, and like Bruce coming out and like looking around and then going over into like Basil's room. And then like the like space-time compression thing seems to happen again. And then you see it's as if you're like just like with the big jolly man with all the food, and you're like almost like floating in the air, and like you see yourselves walking through the streets of Waterdeep. And then it also like flashes over, and you don't see yourselves, but you see Barnabas meeting with the Black Staff.
Oh, okay.
And then it like flashes again, and it like goes to the Holy Hands house, and you can see yourselves arriving at the Holy Hands house.
So it seems like in the future, or at least the near future, we go to the Holy Hands house.
Seems
Are we
we're
already there?
Seems we were already destined to go there. Anyway, because we do have a couple of people that are no longer with us that we need to talk to.
Oh, but they are still very much with us. They're just in a bag.
Oh, yep.
I don't think that guy needs to hear this.
But he is so jolly.
This writes itself. I don't need to add more.
Yes, I don't know why everyone's being so coy. He knows all of our names. He knows that you are the aviary. I'm sure that he knows that we have 2 dead bodies in a bag that we were going to speak with dead.
I
Keeping it from him seems a little, I don't know, unnecessary.
pick up some grapes from his mantle, and I just kind of like, because I'm up on his shoulder, I just kind of look him in the eye. Hey, you're cool with this?
Peach, meanwhile, he kind of leans his head back a bit so that his head is level with Callista, and he says, "You don't know what else is in the bag."
Seems oddly threatening, but all right.
So how do you feel about toes?
Oh, right.
What?
Right.
And we cut to the next scene.
Yeah, and so, well, at first the giant bearded man will just kind of say, "Ah, well, you are who you are. Do what you do."
Okay, but there's not like a cosmic lesson about this, about like we're inherently bad or good. We just are. That's honestly kind of nice to think about.
Well, at least we're not being brought down any further in the totem
Basil,
pole.
is this about your parents again?
No, we don't need to see them. Hey, Mr. Big Jolly Man, we can just stay here. That's fine.
And then like, he kind of like cocks his head, and then, actually it'll flash over. So like you'll actually like you'll kind of like all glide through the air, and then you'll go over to Peach's father's house.
Peach suddenly goes, "Oh, I don't think we need to be here."
Not so fun now, is it, Peach?
I think you'll be next soon, Basil, but yes, go on.
But then it's completely dark and quiet. His father isn't there. And
No,
then
this is
the
just like when
image
I went there
flashes.
last time.
The image again flashes, and then you find yourselves floating behind a approximately 5 foot tall, ebony skinned, white haired figure in really scary looking clothing, using multiple weapons on some kind of figure strapped to a chair in a very small enclosed dark room.
Sweet
And
cheese!
the
What is
figure
this?
in the chair is Erstal Flock.
My
Wait.
job!
Wait
No.
a minute.
Peach goes, "Oh, wait a minute, wasn't I carrying that man all of last night?"
He should be in our basement, I'm pretty sure.
And Peach, make a perception check.
I hate what you're doing to me, man.
Do we
This guy's going to town.
do we hire somebody to take care of?
Peach,
Why would we hire anyone?
Peach,
I got
you,
so many
Peach,
stereotypes.
19.
Peach, you intimately recognize the ebony scared, pointed-eared, white-haired figure who is torturing the hell out of her.
Man, I did not know that you could bend fingernails that far. Wow.
I want to go home.
He's doing like the permanent hangnail. You know, I didn't think that you could actually keep it going for that long. He pulled the skin right up the arm.
Oh my
It's
I want
god,
to go home.
he's even got potions on the side to heal him and then do it. Oh my god!
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Basil, make a perception check.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Oh
16.
goodness.
You recognize some of your own equipment in this room.
Hey, wait a second. I was looking for those pliers. That's not cool. Wait, who do we know that would have access to my room? That would be about this.
You look around, and this looks like the room under the trap door in your tavern.
Oh, wait. This is here? Wait, hey, Big Red, you gotta wake us up. There's an intruder torturing a man in our basement.
Can I make myself wake up?
Wait. No. Hold on. Wait.
I'm into
Alright.
this.
So-
I was just waiting to hear what that response.
That's
Chris, stop saying
no,
horrible
but good.
things.
Just a light bulb.
Brilliant, but no, that's not where I was going. Now, last night when we were at the mansion, there were 2 drow that helped us. They told me that they were sent by Zado Zod.
Is
Wait,
Zardoz
what?
Zord a drow?
I don't think so, and I didn't see any drow on his ship, but who knows?
He was fully magical. Even his
So is
chest
it
hair. It was crazy.
possible that he was disguising himself?
Or at least he has a bunch of drow friends, and maybe he sent
Also
one.
possible.
Maybe he sent one to our basement to, I don't know, question this fellow.
He's cutting up the thighs like deli meat. It's a lot, guys, and I'm trying to have a meal here. I'm just picking up.
Peach is throwing up.
Oh my god, Peach, do you want some salads? Do you want like a blindfold? I didn't even see it.
Yoi, you can blame Arv for this.
Oh my god.
No, this is great. But Peach is 100% throwing up,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, have you ever seen owl pellets?
Yo, so yeah,
Yeah.
what's your pellet?
So like, well, he only just ate, right? So it's like half compacted like food.
Not
you
the
see-
specifics of it
So
exactly.
you see like so you have like chunks of bone like from the previous night where like everything is well digested and compacted, but then you have like this morning's breakfast that he happily ate for the second time. So he's just like puking miserably into the basement.
So the scene will change again, and you will find yourselves all back up in like in the common area of the tavern. And you're all kind of like huddled around another group of people near the front door, and you'll like recognize the people at the front door being like the butcher who you get all your meat from, and like the guy who's like supplies all your like ale and beer and wine, and it's like all of your business contacts, right? For like stuff that happens at the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a big like the one in front has this big flyer, and you're all like kind of like gathered around, and like they seem to be talking and like pointing at the flyer. And on the flyer, it has in big letters across the top, Dead Winter Day festivities.
So an upcoming festival.
Do I know what the Dead Winter Day festival is?
Yep. So, Dead Winter Day is an event that takes place about halfway through winter. So, winter is about, I think it's 95 days long, if I'm remembering the calendar correctly. There's 3 months plus 5 extra days of like holidays. Or maybe it's like 2 or 3. Anyway, it's just a little
Hey,
over
everyone!
90.
Shadowed is doing this on the fly. This is fucking impressive.
This is really good, yeah.
This isn't part of the module. Shadow just knows that there's 95
Arm is just
days of
literally going
winter.
like, let's throw this curveball.
So anyway, like Dead Winter Day is coming up within like about 5 days. And it looks like all of your in this vision that you're experiencing, it looks like all of your business contacts are asking you if you would hold a big celebration at your tavern, to have it be like the center of a giant neighborhood celebration of Dead Winter.
We gotta get that dead guy out of our basement before we say yes to that contract. Oh, jeez.
Peach
excited.
horks up the last chunk of solid owl pellet,
Sorry, Peach. Sorry, that's my bad.
and then he says, "Well, you have a lot of poisons and acids. Maybe you could dissolve the body."
Yeah, probably. That's a lot to take in mentally, though.
I was not expecting that response from you, Peach. Are you okay there?
I feel
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
unhinged and unhappy.
Well, So, Peach, none of this has technically happened yet. I think we're all dead or in some type of metaphysical brain warp thing that we all can experience at the same time. So, like, we could stop it, I guess, or something. I don't know. I might be dead.
I don't think we could stop it. It's more like we're just thrust into every single conceivable future, past and present. And yeah, all the events, really.
No, I think we should heed Peach's advice. I think you should probably use your acid to melt down the body after Mr. Drow is done with him.
Well,
I mean, that's
assuming that
sure.
that doesn't happen, maybe we can stay in the tavern and make sure nothing happens.
I'm just sitting there like gobsmacked. Like, are
If
we
someone's
really
coming to kill our
suggesting
dude-
just going ahead and melting a man?
Well, if someone's coming to kill our dude and steal the information from us, we could like spring a trap on them instead.
Hmm.
And the vision will shift again, and you'll see like all of yourselves just kind of like sitting around the dining room table in like the common area in your living quarters, just kind of like sitting back as it's like kind of like in a dazed state, and then you find your consciousnesses like all kind of like drifting into those bodies, and then like the big giant guy who will be then like they're sitting at the table as you all kind of come to.
Wait, so did that already happen, or what's going on?
Am I still holding the peach I got from this man?
Am I still covered in chains?
Well, whatever like you were all holding before you went off on your journey.
Okay, so the man is gone now, right?
He's just kind of sitting there, smiling at you all.
I'm very excited that we're going to be hosting a block party.
Yeah,
I'm also
it-
horrified that you showed us such a not so great scene. That's happening literally right now below us, from what it seems like. We should probably go check that, huh?
Yes, well, not necessarily. No one's showed up yet with the flyer.
Is it nighttime? Is it daytime?
Yeah, what time is it right now?
Yeah, like what's
The time is indeterminable.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
we're still in mental flux. We could still be dead. Oh, great. So Big Red, thank you, I guess, for the information that someone was gonna break in and steal the information from our dude and then kill him, and that we're hosting a block party. Yeah. I jiggle my chains.
This is the way that things currently are.
Right.
Yeah. Like right now.
Be prepared for visitor number 3. And he winks at you,
The drow.
and you are all back to the state that you were, like, before everything of this day started.
Throwing off. I'm pretty sure everyone is throwing off blankets. Basil's getting on chains, and we're all running downstairs to see if
Yep.
someone's torturing a man. Right?
I
Like,
am yanking that cellar door open.
Putting my
Like, as soon
Put
as
my armor
everyone,
on.
like, comes out into the common area, there is basically what seems to be an eruption of thunder reverberating throughout like the entire building, and everything
Oh.
goes black.
Okay, note to self. Please, for the love of God, do not murder nobles.
I cast Eyes of Night on all of us.
So then as you all kind of like adjust to the darkness, there
Everyone now has dark vision at a range of 300 feet.
Okay, then.
Whoa.
you all see like the door up like to this area like creak open.
hey
Does my
guys,
glaive do anything?
The glaive does not go off, and then
This is
you don't
this
you
is the
don't
part where it gets
see
scary.
you don't see anything
What do you
come
mean?
through the
Have-
door, and then
have
the
you
door
experienced this
slams
before,
shut
Basil?
again.
I always cried
And
at
then-
this part as a kid.
And then again, the glaive is not going off, but like all of you, well, I don't know how this works for the Aarakocra, but at least for Basil and Callista, the like hair stands up on end on like the backs of your necks, and the Aarakocra get all like
Our
ruffled.
feathers fluff.
Yeah,
We do a
your-
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli.
your feathers fluff. um, and you sense a presence behind you.
My head snaps around.
And there is what seems to be a very kind of like slender hooded figure that's about 6 feet tall. But like it's robes, it's like all one big cloak and black robe. Like it seems to like doesn't have enough. Like, it almost seems as if there's like no body inside the robe. It's like
Hey, only one of us can blend in the shadows.
It's hanging very loosely.
Let's have a blend off.
Okay. Hey, new friend. Do you have a fun nickname like Big Red or Little Red or Dad Red?
And then
Redemption?
you see what looks to be like a desiccated hand come
Oh.
out from like the hollow of the sleeve of the robe and cloak. And it comes out and it extends a long bony finger and it points at Basil.
Fun.
Tall, skinny, desiccated hand. Is it Tam?
Oh my god.
I think I have some moisturizer if you need it, or no, you good?
And then it'll just like move the bony finger over and point at whoever is like next, probably Callista.
All right.
That's the first bone that's been pointed at her.
Oh jeez.
Brutal.
I couldn't help myself.
Brilliant.
The imaginary man holds firm, but then crumbles.
I suppose you want us to go with you as well?
And again, the bony finger will move over and then point at Cruz.
At this point, might as well.
And then like the hand kind of like seems to retract and then like scratches like the top of its hood. And then it like points back at Cruz again and then like brings up its hand and like makes a 2.
Even this guy knows.
Okay. Come on, we don't need to single me out like this, please.
You don't have to hide it. It's safe space. Well, kind of. We're in a metaphysical realm.
You
where
got
we
to
all might be dead.
understand, Sir Basil. Even though you're all in the know, the fact that literally every person that we've interacted with today just knows about me, even the one that isn't talking, just points and says 2 with their fingers.
Well, we do live in a realm where deities are real and they do know everything, so it's like, yeah, it makes sense.
And then like again,
Yes.
it'll like bringing the hand over again and points at
Peach says in like the vomit raw kind of voice, "My father says it's rude to point."
You want like a water skin? I have so much water.
And then like the finger just kind of wags at
Only my father can do that.
you. And then it almost seems as if like the hooded like skeletal figure laughs. But like no sound comes forth.
Peach looks to Callista and says, "I didn't like that."
You didn't like
No,
the
it's-
clattering of bones?
Yes, no, that was very upsetting.
And again, like so like this is all this like in the darkness. And it's like very eerily silent. But like there's almost like a very low hum.
Oh, we're gonna do some Gregorian chant here?
Gregorian?
Yes,
That's the one.
Gregorian. I saw, you know what happened? I looked over at Twitch because I have the cast and one thing. I saw Gregorian. This is one of the people I'm following.
Mhm.
I literally said, perfect.
It's okay. Even though you're imaginary, we are your friends and we pick up what you put down.
Even random things we talk about outside that you're like, yep, you're imaginary, all right.
And then there is an intense flash of light, and then it all goes dark again, and you find yourselves in the dead of night, standing beside a tombstone in the city of the dead.
Oh.
What does the tombstone say?
Is it Tam's tombstone?
Yeah, Drew, what do you think it says?
I think it says Callista Amberblood.
What would be your second guess?
My second guess would probably be Tam.
The one that says Tam and Tam's wife?
Yeah, Hope.
Yeah. Yeah. And so there's the tombstone that has like Tamaran, Rambatam, Tambalam, and like Hope Tambalam. And it looks like it's been recently dug up and it's open. And you can see down into it. And there is a casket down there. The casket is not closed. It is open. And you can see Tam's body resting.
Is there a shovel nearby? I want to start burying.
Yeah. Did you go through all the trouble for this, or like, because this was a lot?
Does he look rotted or vampiric or any other kind of thing that usually comes up in like stories told in Waterdeep to children about tombstones and graves being opened and
No, he looks to be gently at rest.
Okay.
So maybe we can infer that we eventually give him proper rest?
Well, he's not actually dead though, so, you know.
But for his wake, wasn't he buried a few days ago?
He was.
Why is all this dirt removed then? Is this in the past?
I don't think so.
Based on what we've seen, I just thought of this, you know. Some of the events we saw in the first person was from the past. The other was from the present, so one may be able to infer the future?
The scene suddenly starts to distort.
Oh,
and,
good.
Like everything kind of seems to go like very kind of like darkly sepia. And then
you chose sepia as the
I mean, we should be glad it's not turning red. Like,
and like
sepia is great.
Like sepia, like everything goes kind of like dark, like dark beiges, and there's also like hints of like brighter oranges and also dark purples. And every so often there's like a very kind of like dark grayish green limb to every like certain things. And like as it's distorting like this, then like the scene, instead of being in the city of the dead, it's in some location that you do not recognize. And then Tam, looking to be alive, is standing there talking urgently to your party.
I told you, hey, you know, I'll take the I was wrong.
Do we notice anything like about Tam's visage? Does he seem more incorporeal?
Yes.
Does he seem undeady?
He does not seem undeady, but he seems to be like, yeah, like he has a degree of translucency.
All right. Well, it seems we do get in contact with Sir Tam. Just seems like it's under some sort of duress, unfortunately. I was hoping to have an actual good conversation with him.
But it seems that we do get to speak with him again. That does give me hope.
Yes, that's true.
This could be one of only one possible future.
This is true.
Oh,
Do we... Have any of you been to a place like this?
no. Not even in my dreams.
And based on what you're saying, it's like
And
most of the stuff is
this-
kind of like more dead-like.
Well, this scene, it like it looks completely strange. Like the sky is not the sky. It look like something is weird up above you.
Okay.
Like because like there is no sun, no moon, no stars.
That's not normal.
And like any kind of buildings or anything like that around you all seem to be in states of decay.
Didn't Matron Tellez say that Tam's spirit was trapped somewhere in the Shadowfell?
Yes.
Has anyone here ever been to the Shadowfell? Is this what it looks like?
I haven't personally, no.
I mean,
Yeah.
deduction would say that, yeah, this is probably what it looks like, but, like, I don't know. Maybe we won. Maybe this is us, like, having a heated conversation after we beat the bad guys, and then Tam's coming back to life or something. I don't know.
Yes,
Well, that would be very nice, but...
I've heard stories. I've never been there myself, but yes, I would assume that if if Tamaran is trapped in the Shadowfell, then yes, this is probably it.
Well, we did say we were going to try and visit the Shadowfell at some point. It was just a matter of how to get there.
Well, we do. I mean, look, that's us right there.
Yes. It's just how did we get to this point?
And then the kind of desiccated robed figure brings up his hand with a finger, and then there's another intense flash of light. And now you again survey a scene in which you are standing along with the robed figure, but you see yourselves coming down a large like marble staircase into a room in which there is a giant mountain of gold pieces, and curled up atop the mountain of gold pieces is a golden dragon.
Oh.
And
Oh.
we're there
Oh,
in this
oh, yeah.
image.
Yeah, and you're like just kind of like coming down the stairs.
Oh,
But it's a gold dragon, so that's good, right? That's a good kind. The one that'll, like, I don't know,
well,
grant you
that
3 wishes
depends.
or
Is it metallic, chromatic?
gold.
Yes, if it's gold, then that would be good.
Okay, so-
Alright.
That's
I
great.
guess we do find that embezzled money after all.
And then the scene again kind of seems to distort a little bit, but it's the same room, but now there is a massive battle going on.
Oh.
And the dragon, still atop the mountain of gold coins, is breathing fire, and the Xanathar is there, and there's a ton of drow, and there's lots of men in black leather. And everyone's
Still loves
fighting,
that.
and everyone is fighting each other in this room.
Oh no, this all looks extremely familiar.
So everyone finds it? That's not good.
Looks like we are the first there, but then everyone dogpiles onto the
Well,
pile.
wait, are we in this one?
Yep, you are in the midst of the fray, like all separated out, like having to like fight alongside different parties and fight against different parties.
Do you think maybe we lead them there?
No.
Maybe unaware?
Yeah.
Possible.
Well, it's good that we know that now, so that we can make sure that we don't lead them there.
Well,
Yes,
as you
this is
saw
true.
already, it was kind of hard to find them amongst your ranks, even if you were really peering out for it.
Yes, I suppose we'll have to do our best to not get our brains eaten.
That would definitely be a good start.
Oh yeah, that could be a brain eating us. That's a bummer.
Well, at the very least, if we do get our brains eaten, we'll be immediately turned into fire. So, at least we'll have a proper burial.
Don't want my brain eaten or be lit on fire.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
Well, you know, we
yeah.
gotta think of the positives here. This seems to be a very hectic situation no matter what.
And then there's a flash of light again. And the scene changes. And you're in a location that is what appears to be almost like a throne room, except there is all kinds of like magical artifacts on the walls and on tables alongside the sides of the room, and like massively tall bookcases full of books, and then sitting on up on like a raised section of the room towards the back on a throne is a old man with a weathered face and scraggly white hair, dressed in red and black, and he seems to be laughing maniacally as they're all kind of like standing in the room in front of him.
Do
I
we
think
eat?
Tam had a bad day.
Hey, do we fight an evil Santa Claus? What's going on?
Actually, give me a perception check.
All of us?
Yep.
Eight. I was so upset by everything that has happened so far.
13.
Don't worry, I didn't get much better.
I got a 12.
All right. So
13 was our high roll.
Basil and Callista, you see this like old man sitting on this throne, and it's not Tam, but something about his nose, or like the edge of his mouth, or maybe like the corners of his eyes, feels very similar to Tam.
Do you have any idea who this is?
Tam mentioned a lot about extended family, so a son? Tam was pretty old. Maybe a brother? I think Tam had brothers or sisters. A lot of them died or something. Listen,
No, Tamaran was an only child.
oh. Son?
Maybe an
What was
uncle?
the surprising one? It must have been sons.
An uncle or grandparent, maybe?
That
Do you think this
maybe
is a-
yes.
Do you think maybe that this is a bard member of the family? He really did hate bards. And I guess that man is acting a little bit like Volo.
I don't think so, but that's a nice try, Peach.
Peach is trying very hard to be intelligent.
Well, from what you guys have stated, he does have some similar features to Tam. Maybe it is like an uncle, father, or grandparent.
If Tam's father is still alive, that would be wild.
Tamaran's
No,
father
but-
is yes, no. Tamaran's father is definitely not alive. Tamaran's father died before he was born.
Well, is it possible magic could extend a person's life to that point?
Or did he? What if it's like a fake out thing?
I mean, maybe.
I read a thing called like Mountain Wars or something, and this dude was going through and he was fighting like this, helmeted dwarf king, and it was his dad. It was crazy. So like, could be.
Wait. Didn't we hear about a specific wizard that was in the Undermountain?
Oh.
Yeah, that was one of the things I think. Hold on. Wait, I don't have my notepad here. In metaphysics. Hey,
Yep.
big
Would
scary man, I need my notepad.
And your notepad appears in front of you.
Oh, well,
Would-
there you go.
Oh.
That's convenient.
yeah, would I know who Alastair is?
Give me a history check.
8.
Well, like, yeah, you definitely know that, like, that there is the Mad Mage of the Undermountain. This person seems to have a lot of resemblance to, like, his description, and and that, like, you do know that, like, his name is Halaster Blackcloak.
Blaster.
Sorry,
that was unnecessary.
So, you're not entirely certain, but you have an idea that, like, that this at least kind of matches the description of that figure.
This visage looks like descriptions I've heard before of a mage that lives underneath the mountain of Waterdeep.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure. I mean, it could be.
Well, it's better than what we currently have, so if you have something to work with.
He's
Yes.
well. I've heard stories. His name is Halaster. Something. I'm not sure of the last name.
Weren't we just at a tomb with his disciples or something?
Oh. That is
Alistair
why his name sounds so
Blackcloak?
familiar.
And there's again an intense flash of light, and then darkness, and the scene changes again, and you're back in your common room, looking at the hooded, like, desiccated figure. And, like, you just see, like, desiccated hands kind of, like, come up from his sleeves, like, extend out, kind of like in a upward gesture. But again, there is no voice. But it's almost as if rumbling in from around you. It's almost as if you can physically hear it. It's almost as if it's, like, partly inside your mind. There is, like, a deep rumbling voice that and it's echoey, and I wish I could do the effects like Arv can, but I can't. What you hear is visions of what may come to pass.
That works.
Stormfather?
All right. Well,
And then there is a bright flash of light, and you're all back to asleep in your beds, or Basil tinkering away in his workshop. Rabaz still in Callista's room.
man, you gotta give him credit. He's been in the room 3 times now.
I immediately run to the nearest window and throw open a shutter.
You
Do I see a boy walking in the street?
see many people in the street.
Boy, what day is it today?
That's beautiful.
Why? It's Dead Winter Day's Eve.
That's not really. Okay. I don't. Sure. Close the shutter. Oh wait, there's a person being tortured downstairs.
Oh, sure. I guess, yeah. We'll be heading downstairs. And as we're going down, I'd probably be like, man, we turn out to be quite the badasses, don't we?
It confirmed that we win the dragon thing. I don't know how. It looked really bad.
Somehow. Yes.
Well,
But
it's
this
not
is-
what will come to pass; it's what may come to pass.
No, it was really nailed down. None of us die, and
Yep,
we all
yep.
win, and it went great. I don't know, it seemed pretty good.
Well, it's something we can look forward to in the future. It seems that our adventuring party is here for the long haul.
All right, Arvin Elleron, if you're still there, I think you are.
Task completed.
How was that for handling your wrinkle?
By God, he's done it.
That was fun.
That was a great impromptu little
Yeah,
side
you
adventure.
did great, man. That was
Absolutely
perfect.
mortifying for Peach. Honestly,
Yeah.
Yes,
one of the most
absolutely.
mortifying sessions for Peach.
I'm still spiritually puking.
It's so funny because it's like, oh, here's a fun little wrinkle, and then I'm gonna drop the hardest bit of lore for Peach to process for
With
eternity.
literally every
Here
one
you
of
go.
her his party members right there.
Brutal.
Well, I'm coming up with like on the fly, like what happens like this day.
Wait, yeah, it's like biting into a cookie and finding broccoli in it and going like, well, it is good for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In this case, it's an owl pellet.
Yeah.
All right, how about we take a break, get some water and whatnot.
That's,
And,
I think, fair.
Yeah, we'll be back
And-
in a bit.
Yes, and remember everybody, a break for us is also a break for you, especially since we started later tonight. So grab a warm and comforting drink, or a cool comforting drink if it is warm where you are during this time of year. Have a stretch, grab a snack, and you shall see us all again shortly.
And we're back. Hello. How's everybody doing in chat? Did you all love the impromptu A Christmas Carol inspired jaunt that the characters were taking on?
Props to R for coming up with that idea, and also props to Shadowed, as we were saying just before we came on, for implementing it so well and like by the seat of his pants. It was really great.
Right?
Beautiful.
Yeah. So like, here, I'm going to tell you what the prompt that Arv gave me was. He says, so, this is like the very first thing he tells me is that so when the session begins, they will receive a knock at the door. And there is a figure, which appears to be a small human girl with fiery red hair. In fact, her hair seems to be a bit on fire. She is going to lead the group to major moments in their past. Then, a second figure, a large man with a cornucopia of food, a huge bearded fellow. And then I'm like, oh, and then Arv says, he will bring them magically to see several places in Waterdeep, things that they will be doing today. And then I'm like, wait, this is a Christmas Carol up in this shiz. And he's like, you got it.
Yeah, once you get to the second one, it's kind of hard to not see Christmas Carol.
And this is why you should pay attention in English class, kids. You can do absolutely bonkers stuff in D&D.
And yeah, so like that was basically just like the extent of the prompt. And I'm like, I got you.
See, that sounds like a fun game though. Is you just have someone else feed you prompts for your next session, and like there's only continuity where you can fit it.
Yeah. Yes, that is why you should pay attention in English class.
Arv's glaring at every one of his students.
And you should super pay attention if your teacher is Arv. Haha.
Hey.
Yeah, in case any of Arv's students are watching.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
it is a
I
thing.
expected to see Professor Wilson. Who are these people?
Right.
Bam! Improv.
Hey,
A lesson for
our-
you kids.
For whatever session that we do that's near Christmas, should we all dress up as Arv, dressing up as Santa Claus?
It's a lot of layers of clothing.
Right.
And then I have to put on a mask on top of that, right? So,
Yeah.
just I'm gonna be really hot by the end of that session.
Listen,
Yeah.
Mr. the Aviary, when I say secret identity, I mean secret identity.
You got it. All right. I'm committed to the bit as always. So
Yeah,
I'll
but
find a way.
You're not wearing the full suit, right? That's the
Oh.
full commitment.
Oh, I think next time we have a session, I might do the whole thing.
Or
Well-
a Santa outfit.
Well, no. There's, I'll be quiet.
Okay.
We'll leave that for later.
Should we give some people some standard ShadowCrew shenanigans now for a little bit?
Sure.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Little bit.
Yeah. So, this morning, round 4.
I literally get up, rush
We're all
downstairs with my full costume, like
We're all
they're not
busting out.
catching me off guard this time. They
Yeah.
will address me correctly.
Yeah. I'm beelining down the stairs to like as fast as I can, and I'm just like blasting open the trapdoor. Metaphorically, I'm just yanking it up.
hmm
So is
So actually, there's a slight point of order. When you all wake up and start things to get going, it's 3 hours later than you expected.
oh, so
Wait.
it's 10 a.m. and
Yeah.
not. Oh, okay.
So we're doing okay. Time thief. Hazel's just screaming "time thief" and running downstairs. I mean,
Did you mean daylight safe? I mean,
Yeah.
let's continue.
curse you, DST.
So yeah, so is everyone just like running down to check in the basement?
Yeah, we're gonna check in on
Yup.
the guy we tossed into our moldy basement.
So you open the trapdoor and you see down in there. You don't immediately see what you think where you should find like the sedated body of Urstal Floxen.
Even those
Okay.
of us with dark vision.
So if you have dark vision, you can see into like the corners of the basement, and in one of the corners is just Ursula Floxen's body, strapped to a chair, flayed, jaw missing, and like large metal pins through each of his fingers and toes.
He
Well-
ruined my good pliers.
I throw up.
I'm just over there looking at a fully bent piece of plier.
And
Why would you even do it?
the figure who would have committed this nowhere to be seen.
And we can't even use speak with dead. This son of a. Well, great.
Peach
Now we're limited
slowly-
to like 6 questions to the other 2 dead nobles.
Peach, are you okay?
Peach goes with the vomit voice. I'm gonna get some water. And he just toddles up. And then as he goes up, he says in like the frail vomit voice, "Don't clean up my pellets, I will do it."
I
You
guess
can
the
take-
first. Go ahead. Sorry.
You can take 5. You know, we can do it. It's fine.
No, I made a mess. I should clean up.
No, we'll take care of it. Take a moment.
I
But-
just put it in the barrel of acid with the dead dude. So, you know, no harm, no foul.
How long ago
I
do you
go-
think this was?
Oh yeah, can I do like a medicine check and like get the full lowdown on how long, like timeline wise, what we're looking at here?
Like maybe 2 hours ago.
So yeah, I mean,
Literally while we were sleeping.
most of these cuts look
It's
uh,
very
but they're
fresh.
starting to, the insides are starting to stiffen up, so it's not great.
I'll go ahead and while you're looking into that, I'll be back. I gotta check something. So I run back upstairs, go to the front door and check the glyph of warding. Has it been like disabled in some way?
Oh yeah,
Nope.
we paid for that.
Nope, the glyph of warning is still there.
And it's only allowed to specific people that we've allowed into this building, essentially, to go and do that.
Right?
Well, but customers can come in too.
Yes, but it's only active when we've locked the doors.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what the.
But it's only on the front door, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, we were too poor to buy another one.
Yep.
Well.
And I guess I'd probably look around to see if there was any other points of entry that someone could have gotten into the building. And if there's like any look
Like-
of like something being messed with, like a lock being
Yeah.
broken down or anything like that on the windows, even stuff like that.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
All right. Not great at it. 13.
Everything seems to be in order.
Oh man, this is one professional son of a gun. I'd just be saying under my breath. Then I go ahead and head back down, and I'm like, well, it seems that they broke in without ever leaving a mess. So, it had to be most likely someone that was very familiar with the layout of this building as it was. And obviously, we know it was a drow. So do we know anyone who would be related to drow in any way, shape, or form?
Callista? I mean,
No,
The-
we
the
don't
only
know.
thing-
Oh wait, we do know. Yeah. Callista told us.
Yeah, we only know about the connection to Zord, so I'm struggling to just get the guy off the chair, like straining like every muscle
I'd
in my
probably
body.
be helping you as I see you struggle. Like, are you just trying to put him down so you can examine him or something?
I was gonna put him in a barrel of acid, but it looks like that's not on the table for old Basil here. Trying to with an athletics of 3, it's not gonna. That's not gonna happen. So, just getting him like off the chair first, and then figuring out what to do with him.
Well, it would appear that at least one of the visions that we saw has definitely come to pass.
I will help you get him in the barrel of acid.
Barrel of acid.
Yeah,
All
so I-
right, he's gone.
So we have a bunch of wine casks down here, and I, emptied one of them because a lot of icky wine. No one needs a lot of that, and I just filled one of them with acid, so it's fine. I
we
think
need to
it.
make sure we take this and put it away somewhere completely away.
A voice that is absolutely not Peach's and sounds a lot like mine whispers into Basil's ear that if you extract the skeleton out of Urzul Floxen and you put his bones into the wine and you leave them for a long while, the acidity of the wine will eventually make his bones floppy. And that would be pretty cool.
Floppy bones, huh? Yeah, no, I could do that. I just cut off an arm. No, yeah,
Mutilating the body.
we're just gonna put him in a barrel and just stick him there because I can't fit any more dead bodies in my bag right now. Oh, can I check? Are the bodies still in my bag?
I actually go ahead and turn over to Callista, like, wait, aren't you a cleric? Aren't you supposed to, like, have a proper rite and burning of the body?
Not for him, no.
Yeah, he was a super bad guy. Remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Callista just dead facing. If he dies, he dies.
All right, well, I'm
Callista
glad
says,
I'm the
"I
only
will
one here
break
that
you."
has a conscience for even the people that are bad, but it's okay. It's fine.
I'll reach into the bag and try and tug on the shoe of each dead
Yep.
individual.
They're there.
Okay, well, at least that's good because everyone wanted her. So we should go to. Have we already done that? Did we already? Do you already know what they said? If 3 hours passed and we saw us walking and the drow guy torturing the dude in the basement, but that's already happened. Did we already walk to the temple? Am I missing time?
I don't think we've
Yeah.
gone to the temple yet. That's an action we have to complete.
Yes, I don't think so.
Okay, all right. Just saying. We could have been piloted like zombies, so we should be careful.
Well, maybe if we go upstairs and there's a flyer sitting around.
All right, that would prove that we went to the front door and then talked to those people.
Right, exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
Good
am
point.
still a little concerned that some drow, we have no idea who it is, just kind of went to our home without us even knowing.
Yeah, we're coming up out of the basement. Yeah, it's crazy. Just some guy came in here that we don't know anything about and tortured a dude, like, brutally.
But we also don't know the two that helped us in the mansion last night.
Yeah,
But like I said before, they were sent. They told me they were sent by the Zardoz.
Oh, Peach, I have, like things that'll settle down your stomach, like tonics. Do you know any drow, by the way? I'm putting down, like, a tonic in front of you.
Peach has like his head like face down on the counter, but his face is like a heart-shaped disc, right? So it's just like flat on the counter. He's all hunched over like that. And then he says with his eyes closed, "My father says that if I ever meet a drow, I should kill them or they will kidnap me and take me into the Underdark and I will never see the bright sun again."
Yeah, so probably not. So that's a no from Peach, and that's a no from me. So we should, I don't know, talk to him. Was
That's
it never
that's also not true
Wait, what?
about Drow. Yes, there are many Drow that are terrible people, but there's many Drow that are perfectly lovely people.
Oh, yes. I guess there were the two that helped us last night. Maybe they are not kidnappers.
Oh, right. They were nice enough.
Again,
Uh,
I just want to reiterate, someone broke into our house, left no signs of their entering or leaving. What are we doing about this?
Yeah, it's
I
like they're
mean-
the aviary or something. That's crazy. Oh,
Do
sorry. No
not
offense.
do that to me right
Sorry.
now.
Sorry. Sorry.
Peach sits up and he has the look of someone who has by now thrown up 4 times in an hour. And he sits up and he says, I need to get Mr. Snail.
What?
And he goes
Mr.
upstairs to get his flail stale
Well,
snuffy.
no.
Right.
I'll go get it. I'll get it. Just stay here, rest. I go upstairs and grab Mr. Snail to bring it back down.
He takes Mr. Snail and, like, you know how the eyeballs are wooden? Like
Mhm.
teething or, like, beaking toys? He just, like, bites on one eyeball and just, like, lets it hang there while holding it disconsolately. He's very upset.
Oh, well. This really hit you hard, Peach.
I'm very upset. He says around the eyeball.
Are you
Can
just
we...
squeamish
So,
around bodies or
um,
torture? Or...
Question. Yeah. Should your companions be perhaps doing insight checks to see why you're
Feeling
so
this
upset?
way?
Yeah.
Have we
I was
ever...
getting there. I was getting
Yeah, have we
there.
ever have we ever encountered, like, a deliberately mutilated body before?
I mean, we've mutilated some bodies before.
Yeah, but,
Accidentally
like,
I mean, there
sometimes.
was one
Yeah.
that was like acided really bad,
Mhm.
vomit acid. That was
Okay,
pretty gruesome.
But it was an
And,
accident.
and the bodies in the city of the dead, like from the adventure that almost killed you all.
Right.
Because, like,
And that didn't seem to affect Peach.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
Peach is very used to the idea of, like, violence being or bodily damage being incurred as, like, a natural process or as a result of combat, but, like, very cold-blooded, deliberate, like, harm inflicted on someone is really, really distressing him. Like, that's why he threw up, because it was like, oh no. Yeah. But yeah, you can roll insight checks.
Yeah, I think I would at this point. My character probably would.
No insight check here. Basil's 100%. Of course, Peach doesn't know.
Dang.
That is a straight 20. And a
Okay.
26 from
Oh, got a
Callista.
26. Yeah.
Okay.
I have super insight.
super
Right?
insight.
Yeah, I'm only
okay.
one under you. That's the
Why are you
funny
guys
part.
staring so intently? It's kinda...
Okay, so both of you definitely know that Peach has probably never seen a tortured person before, or never seen torture being done before, and that has definitely upset him on a level that is existential. Cruz, I would say you know that's not all of it, but you don't get some things like, math lady meme, there's something more, but I'm not sure.
Math lady
Callista...
meme.
Yeah, you do know what I mean though,
Yeah.
right? Callista, you know that there is something else about this entire thing that Peach has running around in the distant background while he's reacting to the body horror. But, like, there's a very concrete detail about this entire scene that is actively bothering him and that he needs to get to the root of personally.
Peach, you seem very upset. I don't
Yes.
think I've ever seen you this upset before. Would you maybe like to go see your father?
Peach holds Mr. Snail a little bit and says, I am 3 years old. Yes, I think I can do that. But I'm still bringing Mr. Snail with me.
Would you like me to come with you?
Yes, would you like us to come?
Peach waffles about this, and with a 26, Callista, like, if you didn't know better, you would think that he was being almost shady about something.
But we don't need to go. Peach always goes by themselves. Why would we need to... Weird.
Well, sometimes we do accompany Peach.
Well,
Yes,
we do want to resurrect the bodies, don't we? I mean,
Yes, but
speak
then-
with dead.
Yes, but they're not going anywhere. They can wait.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
these ones aren't going to be easily flayed as, you know, we actually have them in a bag. Speaking of which,
Okay.
Basil, please tell me they're still in there.
Yeah, no, I checked. They're good.
Okay, well, as long as you let me and my father speak in private,
Yes, of course.
and if he's actually there, last time he really scared me.
Well, if he's not there, then we'll just wait for him.
So Peach clambers down dehydratedly from his stool, holding onto Mr. Snail.
Before you
And,
leave, and then I go ahead and just turn over, get like a glass of water, and hand it over to Peach. Of
Oh, thank you.
course.
And I guess we get ready to leave, and then we head out to see my dad. Who is
Yep.
absolutely in no way implicated in any of this.
Not at all.
Okay. Everyone's going Basil too, or is Basil
Yeah,
doing something else?
Might as well. Everyone else
Everyone's
is going.
going.
So, you know.
As Peach leaves and then the aviary follows behind, I'll grab Basil and pull him back right before we walk outside.
No, what's up?
There's something, I don't know. There's something a little odd. I think it's something else bothering Peach.
Peach watched a person absolutely go to town on a dude. Yeah, no, it was pretty gross. Listen, I've
it's-
seen so many mutilated bodies, so this was like nothing, but
Yes, I think it was something deeper than that, and I'm not quite sure what it is.
oh yeah, there's like a whole thing about drows being scary to Peach, right? Because his dad is like, what is it like? Oh, if you see a drow, kill it on sight because it's gonna come and kill you or something. I don't really remember. It's like a thing.
Seems a bit much, don't you think?
I mean, I've never really met drows, so always willing to be proven wrong. But you know, Peach's dad seems like a pretty upstanding guy. He runs a successful business. He seems to do like some hustle on the side.
Yes,
He's
I
very
mean,
scary. So
Yes, the jewels and everything, yes, but
yeah,
I don't
Huh.
know, just keep your eye on him, all right?
I've been scared of the guy the first time since we met him.
No, no,
Has-
no. No, I meant Peach.
Oh,
Keep an eye on
yeah,
him.
well, yeah, I always do.
All
We're
right.
like we're buds.
And he's the oldest one. Basil's the oldest member of the party.
That's right. He's
After
got a
Basil's-
lead, right?
After Basil's tantrum, he's never brought that up again.
That's
I don't think anyone's noticed. After the tantrum, Basil fully dropped that.
And I will follow them up.
So is my dad there? Are we accosted by any other magical spirits?
It is a
You won't catch
very
me off guard again.
cold and blustery day
Oh.
as you make your way down to the trades ward and Oleander Moonfall's jewelry shop. But you have an uneventful walk down there. And you come to a shop, and it is open and busy
Oh.
with customers.
Oh,
Oh wait, don't we
Um,
have? Wasn't your dad fencing his stuff for us? Could we pick that up today?
oh, yes. I could probably speak with him about that and have it passed to me.
I mean, that makes sense. It's like why we all came here too. You know.
So,
Don't
And
make
So
it
I-
a priority there, Peach.
And,
it's fine.
Peach, you notice something a little odd. You know that your father is usually a very kind of like matter-of-fact businessman in how he deals with his customers,
mm-hmm.
but he seems particularly chipper and in a good mood in helping his customers.
Is this when you see your friend's dad smile for the first time in 8 years, and you're like, who is this?
No,
Kinda,
it's like
yeah.
when you see your own dad smile for the first time since you were born and you don't know what to do with it. But Peach, who loves his father very much, remembers that, oh, this is kind of how my dad looked when I flew for the first time. Maybe everything is okay. So he doots in. He seems a little chipper. He's doing a little happy toddler walk into the shop. La la la. Everything is fine. La 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 la. Stage 1 is denial, my friends. Of course, because it's blustery outside, Peach helps the others in, and probably just immediately serves them all the complimentary tea that's out in the front for customers who are waiting,
Mhm.
and says, "I will talk to my father.
Is your
Please don't be embarrassing."
dad
And-
okay?
Oh, yes, he must have made something extremely nice that he is selling. He looked like that when I flew for the first time. So, he must have done something he's very proud of.
It's like, okay, I've just never seen him. I'm just gonna stand. I just kind of like scoot behind Callista a little bit more. I'm just gonna stand back here, guys. It's fine.
What does Peach's dad look like?
Peach's dad is an albino half-elf. He has like very tousled, curly white hair, white skin, very, very, very pale eyes that he wears smoked lenses over. And he is just like fully covered from like neck to fingertip in like very crisp, brutally ironed like borderline formal wear. Like he has gloves on, he has like the cravat with the brooch and everything, so just like very yeah, that's a respectable shopkeeper of the trades ward. Borderline a bit too stuffy. Like that kind of like, oh, this is a person who has never had fun in his entire life. Like he dresses like that.
I love how much description we had for just how he looks. It's
For some
beautiful.
reason, I always pictured him with a bolo tie, and I don't know why.
But yeah, Peach stands like politely behind all the customers who are talking to Oleander, and eventually like holding his stuffy. But you can tell when he regains some confidence because he visibly remembers that he's holding his stuffy and like kind of hides it behind his back. Especially when the customers turn around to look at him, he's like, yeah. So yeah, he waves at his dad and indicates that he would like to, speak with him.
I'll walk up behind Peach and put a hand on his shoulder and just gently take the stuffy and hand it off to Basil. Put that in the bag.
Not sure it can fit. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try. I have a pocket.
Don't put
Just
it
gonna
next
put
to
it-
the obvious not to put something next to.
I can't. You can't judge where things are in the metaphysical space of the bag.
Do you have
so-
another bag?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in the side bag.
Good.
Callista, when you take Mr. Snail away, Peach whispers, "Careful, he's scared of the dark."
Oh, all right. I'll keep him safe. Don't worry.
Thank you.
And
and so- Oh, I
Go
was gonna say it's the like, Oleander will acknowledge like Peach's presence and like just will like try to make sure that like his customers are looked after, and then like once he has a bit of a break, we'll take Peach and
Is
go.
he smiles the whole time?
Kind of just when dealing with the customers, and like once he
Okay.
notices Peach, he kind of like noticeably becomes a bit more usual self.
Basil's like, okay, cool. He hasn't been taken over by a brain creature.
Yeah, that scares
Yep.
me more than anything else that we've heard all session. Is that Oleander comes out and he's like all chipper and happy. It's like,
Mm.
nuh-uh.
So I go with my dad into like the back room where he does all of his stuff. And then I close the door because there are no windows in here. And I say, so I'm here to pick up some of the things that I left with you last time.
And he'll just kind of nod and say, so you seem to be safe after all that happened last night?
Peach wilts like a very guilty child. And he says, I'm sorry. I really messed up. There was a man who said something very mean to my friend, and I got very, very angry. So it was my fault. I extremely killed him.
But you are safe now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But that man is very dead.
Hmm.
And his wife is very dead.
And where are they now?
Oh, they're in a bag.
And he'll just kind of like look a bit like confused but interested.
Oh yes, they are in a bag. It's a very magical bag. And later, after we are done talking to you, well, after I'm done talking to you, we are going to go to the Holy Hand's house and we're going to speak with them outside of the bag.
And he'll just nod slowly.
But,
But
Father,
what?
Father, I had a very disturbing dream.
Well, dreams are dreams. Unless it comes from a god.
Well, I had a very disturbing dream about you and the basement and the body in the basement that I was carrying when it was still alive until probably this morning because it smelled very bad but very wet. And Father, is there something you would like to tell me?
And he'll just kind of like be completely motionless and stand there for what feels like an eternity, but it's probably only about like 30 seconds.
Peach wants to die.
Oh, that's rough.
Outside, Basil's loosened up a little bit and starts looking at some of the gems. Is like, I wonder if we get like a deal here, and puts the detect magic goggles on and just starts looking around for magical jewels.
Okay.
Everything. You're blinded again.
No. There's like maybe like some like back behind a counter like under like heavy protection that are like mildly magical, but like it's only like a handful. But everything else in the shop is just mundane.
I look up to Cruz and Callista with the big giant bug eyes. This guy's really got it locked down. It's crazy. Not one slip up.
Hey, Basil.
Hmm?
Could you do me a favor?
What's that?
I have a hunch on something, but I'm not entirely sure. Could you do me a favor and when Oleander comes back, do you mind keeping those goggles on?
Well, I was gonna keep them on anyways in case
Yes, but I want you to
someone walks in with something cool. I want to trade
I want
it.
you
I
to
can buy
take
it.
a look at Oleander in particular.
Right. I mean, sure. Just no harm, no foul, right? Like I can just kind of look at things. So, why?
I've noticed lately, especially, that anyone that has drow related with them, they tend to have completely magical selves to them. Happened with Zardoz. Happened with a couple of others, actually, but
If I get
Zardoz was the
blinded, if I get blinded for like the third time today, I'm gonna be a little upset. So I'm really hoping that that's not the case.
I hope so as well, but at the same time, I have a feeling there's more to this story that we're not getting, and the fact that usually Peach is very happy to go see their father, and then immediately, when we want to come to support our friend, that's the one day they decide not to let us be there normally. They almost wanted us not to be there.
Oh, a princess cut.
And so going back to the scene with Peach and Oleander, eventually Oleander, after just like standing very still for a couple of long moments, will straighten up, look Peach in the eye, and say, "I was given a very special job, and I performed it."
Peach does the side to side weight shift and goes, "Father, I threw up."
My child, I think that is to be expected for someone like you. You are not like me. And that is a good thing.
Well, are you still disappointed in me that I killed someone?
Why would I be disappointed in you killing someone?
Well, because I was going to be executed?
You got away with it. That's almost
Oh.
more impressive to me.
Oh.
It's just like a midlife crisis at the age of 3 for this
Yeah.
bird.
And then Peach goes, "Oh, well, in that case,
It's not the first time you've killed someone.
what would, yeah, but, it was the first time that I was going to be arrested by 30 people, maybe even 40 people, probably 50 people."
But
But,
it wound up not being the case.
well, I guess I should.
Now, if you ever find yourself in such a situation again, and you think your fate is unavoidable, do let me know.
Well, I did send you a message, and I did apologize. Oh, maybe you didn't get the message yet because you were busy doing the horrible throwing up thing.
Well, it was because of your message that I had to do the horrible throwing up.
All of Peach's feathers just like go from fluffy to completely flat. And he goes, "Oh no. Father, I am very sorry." And he's so upset that he starts signing, and he's just like signing like every form of apology possible in Drow sign.
Okay.
It's like, "Father, I am extremely very, all the time, very sorry."
My child, just go on about your day for now.
Oh, okay, well, and he seems to look at a spot over Oleander's head, and then he takes in a very manful 3-year-old breath, and he goes, "Well, Father, if you're proud of me getting away with it, then I will help you get away with it too." My friends are inside the shop, and do you remember Basil?
I remember all of your friends.
Not good.
Peach pauses, and his hand goes to his heart, like he's really surprised. He's like, "Oh, that's wonderful. Well, one of them's dead now and is replaced by Callista."
I was aware of this fact.
"Oh yes, I tell you everything. Sometimes I forget. Well, they are in the shop now, and did you know that Basil has magical eyes?"
And then like his eyes just kind of go wide a little bit, and he gets a very like stern expression, and he's like,
Yeah, that's why I thought you should know before you go outside.
"Okay, please gather your friends and have them leave before I come out."
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Completely fair.
And then Peach kind of hesitates a little bit as he goes back and forth, and then he hugs Oleander this time
And then
and picks him off the ground a little bit.
Oleander is just kind of like surprised a little bit, and then like very slowly and gently puts an arm around Peach's shoulder and goes tap tap tap.
And then Peach says, "Father, I think what you did is disgusting, but I still love you."
You don't
And
want to
then he
know
puts-
what raising you from a baby was like.
Was I disgusting?
Very much so.
Oh. Well, I guess that makes our relationship very balanced then. That makes me happy. And then he puts Oleander down, and he goes out of the shop with the gold that he fenced through his dad. Closes the door behind him, and he comes out, doot doot doot, and is like, "Okay, my father has everything ready. We can go back to the temple now."
Can I insight check Peach?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
22.
I am happily compartmentalizing my life from you.
I
But,
was
like,
actually
very-
hoping to meet your father today. I haven't actually seen him face to face.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I've always been in, like, outside the door and waited for you.
Oh, thank you for the raid. The kids are asleep.
Yeah,
thanks
we
for
just
the
got a raid
raid.
from the kids are asleep. Hi Eric. How is music tonight? We staged a mutant team, took over our channel.
Yep.
And he got revenge
Yeah.
on us by having us do an impromptu Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Beautiful.
Moment, and it was great. Shadow did amazing improv for all of it because it was completely spur of the moment. It was super cool. Yeah.
So welcome in, Raiders.
And now we're kind of cracking down at the visage of Peach's whole livelihood.
Yeah.
We're in light social PvP. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, very light social
Light social
PvP.
PvP.
And Peach goes, "Oh, well, he is very busy today, so maybe another time."
I kind of like, not wanting to push my luck right now, I go ahead and like, all right, next time.
And Callista, you know that, like, Peach is honest in that maybe another time genuinely means maybe another time. But Peach definitely wants all of you out of the shop immediately.
Basil's like, I've never seen a berry in person before. There's so many here. I went through the brilliance cuts and listen, your dad's a master at his craft. There's no denying.
Oh,
you have to like pull me away.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
We
go
should
ahead.
probably go, Basil.
All right. Well,
I'm
We
sure
need to
you
come
can
back.
check it next time.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I just don't know if some of these bad boys would sell. Some of these cuts are super popular right now.
I see that as the Raiders came in, they might have gotten some ads, so I will maybe
Oh no.
say again, welcome in Raiders, welcome in Eric. How was music tonight? I hope it went well.
Thank you for the raid.
I hope the banana was encouraged. And
With no context, that sounds wild.
It really does, but I know the context, so I'm just like, yep, all right.
And yeah, welcome to the ShadowCrew staged a mutiny and took over our channel.
Yep. We took over Yarg, mateys. First mate Shadowed Mage decided to become captain.
Yeah. We had a pretty fun beginning where like we were trying to do intro stuff, and then all of a sudden Arv showed up and it was like, "Hey, what are you doing streaming on my channel?" And I was like, "You snooze, you lose. Look at me, I am the captain."
And then he's like, "All right, then you're gonna have to deal with this, you filthy casual," and he threw a freaking curveball at him.
Yeah, and then Arv decided that he was going to get revenge on me, and made me have to do something which involved putting the party through basically a Christmas Carol, the Waterdeep Dragon Heist version.
The Water Davian way.
Yeah, which was fun.
Yeah.
And
It was great.
and now we're kind of dealing with a whole bunch of consequences.
Mhm.
Shadowed. So Portugal doesn't exist in D&D, probably. What would you call the Portuguese cut in D&D world, in favor?
Lantanese?
The Lantanese cut. I'm crying as you're pulling me away. There's a Lantanese cut!
Peach is apologizing to Basil as he gently like shoos Basil away from the counters, and he's like, "I will ask my father if maybe I can gift you one or something."
Oh, that would be. I mean, that'd be a crazy gift. Yeah, no, that'd be great. I take off the goggles. Also, your father keeps a really tight lockdown on all like the magical stuff in there. Most people don't have that good of an eye, and you get like a thing or two just kind of out there. But your dad got it locked down.
Oh, yes, he says cleanliness is very important.
And as they're walking out, I kind of look over to Callista and then just give a knowing glance, and then just decide not to say anything more and walk out with the rest of them.
I'm almost surprised that Bruce / the Aviary doesn't want Basil to like circle back and like go go into the shop with the goggles on and find out.
If there's one thing that you can always depend on the Aviary for, it's his word.
This whole thing though of Callista and Cruz being in on it, but Basil and Peach not really being in on it reminds me of the brother connection from the Aviary Peach backstory, and me having to share it with Tam, and now I am the sole character that kind of knows about it.
Yeah.
So you guys get to sit in this one. Basil is happy as a clay. I'm not knowing.
Oh, I guess I should, at one point while we're walking ahead, Peach, like, finds a way to, like, drop behind and, like, send a message to his father saying, like, by the way, father, have a good day. Thank you for calling me disgusting. And then hangs up. That's his sending stone message for the day.
Okay.
And I guess, like, that's my turn to insight check the other members of the party to see,
Sure.
Am I okay?
You know, there's a whole debate going between the princess and the radiant cut for being like the new creme de la creme cut on town. And I gotta say, for brooches especially, radiant man all the way.
Do we have to do a
That's a
competing
15.
roll or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you all want to make a deception check roll to see how well you're
Oh, great. Yeah, sure. No, yeah, we can do that. That is just a straight 13 and a 6 from Callista.
The whole party is just looking at each other, and Basil's going on and on about jam cuts.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fairly obvious that we are in the know of something, I think, at this point.
I guess in that case, for my sending message, goodbye, Father. That's 2.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling me disgusting. Makes it
8.
makes it 8.
Hey,
And then says Basil likes Langtonese cuts and is fine. That is 15. Not the other 2, which makes it 19.
well, now we are probably going to get assassinated in our sleep here. Drew, time to roll up new character.
Right.
Wait, I get 25 words, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
25.
Not the other 2 is 19. Please don't make me throw up. Makes it 25.
Perfect.
Oh, that's rough. Roll fantastic in our insights, and then we roll awful on our deception.
Do I
The
get
way
a
of the world.
message back from my dad?
Just the thumbs up emoji.
Oh, intensely, Eric, it's okay that Peach's dad called him disgusting, because Peach just learned that his dad is a torturer and said that he did a disgusting thing, but he still loved him. And then his dad reassured him by saying, I raised you, you were disgusting. And Peach was happy because this meant they were even. Peach is 3 years old and not that great at morality yet.
And also the fact that, standard living for most Aarakocra or just normal people in general is not the same as what Peach has gone through.
Also, being someone that has kids, and also Eric being someone that has kids, we both know that children are gross.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, you have to clean up everything after them.
all
So
the
it's not-
orify shoot out.
yeah.
Oh, what would his dad say back to him?
He just sends back no promises and Peach starts sweating.
Literally just sends back, leave the other 2 alone.
Basil's safe. Feels nice.
I think I'll say something about, like, I'll watch my back in case they pry too far.
Okay. That's better than the answer I thought was coming, so. You notice on the way back, though, that Peach is much happier. Do 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 do.
Oh, Peach, you still feeling bad?
Oh, I'm trying not to think about what I saw this morning, because if I do...
Oh, sorry. Okay, shouldn't have brought it up.
Yes, it was gross and horrible.
I've seen some really gross stuff before. That was like not even top 100.
I think we have different definitions of what gross things are.
Well, medical students, when they're trying to learn stuff, they just kind of cut wherever they want to, and no one really has a regard of what's going on. It's really an Animal House in there. They just kind of go at it. Some of those corpses are really bad.
Peach swivels his head around really slowly to look at Callista and cruise as if to say, do you hear what I am hearing with my entire face?
And I'm just like doing this kind of motion, just like,
Yeah, it was my intern work to, get the bodies out of the morgue and make sure that everything's set up correctly, because I was the one doing like most of the embalming, and then, you bury them correctly. A lot of shovel work. But
Yes,
yeah, cut them in the ground.
as someone that has worked in a place that has done a lot of healing, yes, Basil's not wrong. There
it's
are
not
some
pleasant.
very disturbing things that I've seen done to victims of violence.
Oh, I guess I would not be cut out to be a healer.
It does come at you pretty slow. It's a real slow burn. So by the time that you realize that you're seeing something really horrible, it's a little too late.
Oh.
It's like
Is that true, Callista?
Yes, no, he's right.
it's like doing push-ups for your stomach.
Peach looks at his stomach and goes, because as a big boy who does push-ups, he's not quite sure what Basil is getting at.
So, what's next?
Holy hands immediately.
Holy hands.
Gotta handle these bodies.
I'll meet
Before
up with you guys at the Holy Hands house momentarily. I have to make a side trip.
Oh, which one of you is carrying Mr. Snail?
oh, that's me.
Basil, yeah.
Okay, Peach is going back to carrying Mr. Snail.
Okay.
So
Alright.
you'll meet us back at the Holy Hands house then, Aviary.
Yes, I'll be over momentarily. I have to attend to some quick business.
Are you going
Alright.
to climb a roof, the aviary? Would you like
Well, there'll
help?
be some climbing involved, but we should be fine.
Would you
Do
say
you
you
want to
have to wing it?
I just glare at Basil. No, I don't even.
I'm
respond.
trying for fun. Okay, all right, yeah. We all get weird, spooky dreams, but I'm egg on my face, I guess.
Do you want
I appreciate the effort.
do you want us to wait before questioning the bodies until you get
Well,
back?
You guys can at least start brainstorming questions that we need to think about. That would be probably a good start.
That is
Alright.
true. We do have to brainstorm 10 questions, 5 each.
All right.
It's only
dang it.
3.
No, it's
we
fine.
get. Okay.
Oh, is it 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Cool. I will go ahead and message. Or no.
Also,
Hmm.
on your way up to the Holy Hands house,
Uh-oh.
You receive a telepathic communication from everyone's favorite wizard, the Blackstaff.
Of course.
You mean not Tam? What? Okay.
Everyone's other favorite wizard?
Oh shit, we still have the double book that we need to give the Blackstaff.
All right.
And like the message almost sounds like pre-recorded.
She
And
doesn't
it's
even want to gain us a regular response now.
And the message says, "A member of Force Grey has been acting strangely late. His name is Maloon Wardragon. His happy-go-lucky demeanor has soured. He's been hanging around the yawning portal more than usual. Please figure out what's wrong, see if you can get him back to sorts. Report back as soon as you can."
You're really leading into that arcane intelligence voicing. It's kind of. It doesn't sound right.
Vajra, what if the man just has depression? This could be workplace harassment.
Wait, did you all hear that?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's the Blackstaff.
Yes, I did.
It is unsettling.
Oh, yes, it is quite unsettling. But we are very far away from the yawning portal, and I think we are quite close to the Holy Hands now, so maybe let us stick to our original course of action.
All right.
I think that Blackstaff has spoken in our heads multiple times.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
It's just, one of those weird magic things that is weird the first time. I'm sure you'll be fine after that.
Yes, I don't like it.
Let's handle these good old bodies. Pat the backpack.
Peach will bid Cruz the aviary farewell and wish him luck in his climbing and jumping, because we
Mhm.
all know how his last
Okay,
attempts have
we
gone.
don't need to get into that.
Do you want something, for, to jump up?
No, he has his grapple hook now.
Okay, I'm just saying, there's other stuff that I can do now. So, if you want it,
I should be fine, thank you.
okay.
I shouldn't be too long.
Okay, we'll meet you at the temple then.
Sounds good. And I, Shadow,
Mhm.
am going to eventually doff the disguise and walk towards the tiger's eye.
Okay.
Vinny Trench! Sorry, the NPC there is called Vincent Trench, but I just have to yell
Yep.
Vinny Trench whenever.
It's a great detective name.
We can have that after or before, whatever you want to do.
Sure, let's do that now.
Okay. So I walk into the establishment to seek out good old Vincent Trench.
Okay. 1 second here, please.
Yep.
He's dead on the ground.
Oh, great. That'd be fantastic.
Your knife is in his back.
Oh, good. I
Oleander,
have a knife?
As you close the door, and the back of the door just says Oleander sends his regards. The City Watch break in.
So that is
If I recall correctly, it's this building you pointed at?
yeah. This one. So oh well. Anyway, you arrive at Vincent Trench's, the Tiger's Eye private detective agency. And there is a receptionist who you haven't seen before there.
Oh. Is it a...
And then it's like a young human woman, blonde hair, and she'll say, "Hello, can I help you?"
Oh. Hello. You're new to this establishment. Is Vincent Trench here?
Oh, do you have a meeting with Mr. Trench?
I had a previous contract with him earlier that I wanted to discuss.
Okay. What is your name so I can tell him who is visiting?
My name is Cruz Swain.
Cruz Swain. Okay. One moment, please. And she picks up one of what looks to be a bunch of sending stones on the desk. And then she puts it up as if holding a phone.
Naturally.
And then she sends a message, and then she gets one back, and she's like, "Okay, Mr. Trench can see you. Please go on in."
All right. Thank you for your time. This shouldn't take too long.
It's messing me up that you have the mask on, but you're being Cruz.
I have to be in this situation. It'll make sense soon enough. Anyway.
You need to have a paper cutout of your face and to stick
Then
it over
put
the
it- yeah.
mask when you're changing back.
It just, I mean, I could easily take off the mask, but then, I have to play out a character if we go right back to it. It's weird. Again, this shouldn't be too
long. And you go in to Vincent Trench's room, and the main light is off, and there's just kind of a desk lamp that's on, and you can see him sitting in the chair, but the chair is turned away from the door.
Oh.
and like you open the door and like you look in, and you can hear his voice call out, Mr. Swain, come in, have a seat.
Ah,
Menacing saxophone solo in the background.
It starts raining outside.
Yeah.
good afternoon, Mr. Trench.
And then he like swivels around in the chair, and he now has multiple scars across his face, and like a patch of hair from his head is missing.
Well, it would seem that you have gotten into a run-in with certain unsavory folks.
Your contract is terminated. Do not ask me to look into that man again.
It was funny you should mention that. I was actually coming in to cancel said contract in the first place for your safety. My apologies that I didn't get here sooner to warn you of it. Looks like you're still in one piece, but I do apologize for the effort you had to put in.
Oh, most of this was not him.
Oh?
This is related to other business I've been undertaking. But
I see.
he did leave me at least one souvenir.
the face you made, Shadow.
Well, again, I appreciate your efforts in this endeavor, but as you have already said, it is probably best you stick away from this entirely. And now that I've gathered the information I have, I will be probably taking a more calculated take on it.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Come on, Mr. Ranger.
Is a 16.
Okay, so you got a 16. Now please give me an Arcana check.
Oh, that's okay. That's not fair.
Should have brought
That is a
Mr. Goggle.
9.
Oh, oof.
Okay.
You know what?
You can
I'm
tell.
gonna use the charm of fate.
Okay.
Oh.
1d10, right?
Yep.
So that would make it 12.
That would make it 12. Okay. So, you can tell that, like, this appearance that Vincent Trench has, there's something a little off about it. And it seems to be magical.
I just kind of sigh and look like, well, it seems everyone always has some sort of alternative identity. I'm no exception to the rule, I guess.
And just for a moment, something about his appearance seems to slip. And the entire appearance of like a human with scars and hair that's like missing a patch and like dressed up in like a suit and whatever, just for a briefest blink, seems to be replaced by, let me make sure I get this description.
Oh god, we shouldn't have let Cruz go alone.
The funny thing is I know what's coming, and I'm just like, how is my character reacting to this right now if this was happening?
What appears to like it's so like just for the ever so briefest blink of a moment is what appears to be like a red tiger with white stripes and devil horns coming out of its head next to its ears, and like clad in like a very fancy like multicolored robe, like that seems to like almost like iridesce through different colors.
Does he have backwards hands?
Were you looking at his hands? I don't think he was looking at his hands.
I'd probably
He's
be
looking
just
at his
looking at him
face.
as a whole.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be directly looking at his hands. It'd be anything like peripherals, which, as you said, it was for a blink of a moment. So.
Yeah.
Based on that limited description, could I make a check to see if I know what kind of creature that is?
Yeah, give me like either a religion or a history check.
Well, they're both bad, so...
Yeah, they're both still in skills, right?
Yeah, we'll go with history. Man, it was hovering on the 20. That would have been hilarious. Alright, so that is a 7.
You get like a vague tickle in the back of your head that like in your ranger studies you should have, like, you think you've come across like a description of something like this before, but you can't remember what it is.
Alright, so knowing this information and taking this moment, like, probably best to just walk out. So I go ahead and I take a quick bow to Mr. Trench there. Have a good day, sir, and again, apologies for getting you involved in something that was a little bit more than I anticipated.
Have a good day.
And I turn and leave.
You're gonna get dropped into a pit full of sharks or something in 3 episodes.
Oh, there's so many people that have costumes now. I'm convinced at this point that I'm just like, all right, I guess I'm not the only one anymore. There's no actual, like, secret identity. Everyone's got something going on. Next, I'll see Basil. He's gonna flicker into a dragon for some reason.
That would be such a funny reveal.
That'd be crazy. Stop. No, that's not right. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's been the secret backstory the whole time. That's why Basil's parents are so scary.
That's it.
And for one final thing, as we flip back over to the rest of the party, as you kind of like round a corner in approaching the Holy Hand's house. Where did this go? Which of you do you think would be walking in front?
To the Holy Hand's house? It would be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is, so like as you're walking along, Callista was walking in front. And there seems to be what appears to be like a raving drunken man at the side of a building, who then kind of stumbles forward and then kind of like grabs Callista by like the shoulder of like her shirt or something like that, and then like gets like right up in her face, but then you recognize the man, and it is Jallister.
The horrible surfer dude.
A horrible surfer dude.
The man that works out of a Starbucks.
And then like
Yeah.
he like glances around and he's like, the Zents are looking to add to their ranks. They're gonna make a deal in front of the Blue Alley to recruit a red wizard of Thay named Esloon Bazant at sunrise tomorrow.
You gotta give me a break with these names. You simply must.
He'd make them a
No.
powerful ally. So
Esloon Bazan?
keep him out of their hands at all costs. And then he like lets go and he like stumbles away as if he's like a drunken madman.
You Blue Alley noon tomorrow?
At sunrise tomorrow.
Sunrise.
Basil, write this down. And I tell him exactly what this guy just said.
Yep.
You say write this down and it's already done with the notepad. What?
Oh, very good.
Who names their child Esloon?
Peach,
That's some-
meanwhile, had his glaive out ready to bonk this person who got too close, and then just barely managed to not bonk Jallister, and watches the guy go and says, I really dislike that man.
You're the one working for him.
I know. But he really is quite terrible, isn't he?
Yes.
I know. Yeah. No. I 100% agree.
And we'll call it there.
Nice.
What a
Very
great
good, very
session.
good.
S. Loon Bazan.
Yeah,
Blue
that-
Alley. Sunrise tomorrow.
if you're curious, that is ESLOON.
Ah. Come on, dude.
That's the first name, and then the last name is BEZANT.
A-N-T. Bazant.
Bazant.
Bazant out of here with that.
I had S. Loon ESLUNE because of course I did.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you have it a saloon? Ah.
Why not?
It's like someone sat down and was like, hey, I'm gonna make the most confusing, obtuse names I can picture today, and it spent weeks doing it.
And then we have Vincent Trench.
Perfect, exactly what you want. Also,
Yeah.
rest in pepperoni's trench.
It was very much 2 letters on a dartboard, and they just threw darts.
Mhm.
I think that's how they get the names.
Mhm.
Well, how did y'all feel about staging a mutiny?
It was good.
It was great. I had a fun
Popped in.
time.
Had a quick Christmas carol.
Yeah.
Just a quick one.
Took
It's good.
about an hour and a half, I think.
It makes me want to do that. Of just like, okay, now everyone drop everything, Christmas carol, real quick, and then we'll just come back.
Yep.
Again,
you know,
that
in
was awesome.
hindsight, you know what irritates me? Is that these 3 spirits showed us all these really wonderful things that didn't distress us whatsoever, and none
Nope.
of them decided to show us where the nimble right went. We still
Yeah, I
have
know,
to
right?
do the work to do that.
Yep.
You know, I thought about giving that as one of the visions, and then I thought, no, it'll be funnier if I don't.
They'll have to deal with it.
Ah,
Haha,
Like,
funny.
At this point, I feel like by the time we find the nimble right, we're just going to immediately slap it to death because we're so frustrated.
I do want to reiterate that doing Christmas Carol and then doing Peach's backstory like that was essentially the scene in The Godfather where he has the gun, like he gets gunned down in the street, like with the roses, and it was cool. It was a crazy hit on a character. It was so good.
Yeah. Arv making me flex my
Improv.
improv DM skills.
You did good.
Yeah,
Which
you did
you
great.
did do. Yeah, you
Yeah.
did do very well.
It was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So Drew, did you have anything from tonight that was a particular highlight, maybe like a certain moment or something like that? And anything else you've got going on in maybe like the next week or so?
Peach talking to his dad
Mhm.
was great.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that whole
Fantastic.
scene was fantastic.
Every angle of that scene was good.
And then having your character also have the foresight. You're like, yeah, they might be looking for you now.
Well,
Yeah.
it was a little bit of cheeky stuff of like, I have the detect magic, so I'm going to use that, and if it works, it works. And then Joy immediately clocking it and going like, ah, I see you.
I thought I was really waffling. I didn't know. It was like, should I let Basil get blinded for the 5th time this session? Or do I go with, nah, not going to happen? And I thought, I think the group will be okay with a little bit of subterfuge because we didn't pre-discuss any of this whatsoever.
Yeah,
So I was
no.
like, I think the group will be okay. But also that Peach has grown up knowing his dad is Drow and knowing like why his dad has to keep that covered up for the entirety of his life. So even though I did really, really, really want to lean into the, oh, he's so airheaded, he doesn't even think about that. It just didn't really make sense because
Mhm.
if you grow up
You'd be
knowing
overprotective of your father, even in that
Yeah.
situation. Yeah.
if you grow up and like your one parent has like this one thing that they drill into you, like I have to stay hidden because of this thing, then like yeah, of course, as a kid who loves your parent very much, that's going to be the forefront of like any decision that you make, because you're like, oh no, this is my parent. I'm 3 years old. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. So I was like, okay, yeah, that I think I have to go with that instinct. So I went there.
I was thinking because I was timing how long your conversation was taking, and it was getting close to the 10-minute mark, and I was like, I don't know if you're doing that on purpose, but I was gonna have it so you walk out right as detect magic ends, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't see anything, and just have that be the end of it.
That would have worked too.
That would have been great. Yeah.
Because that was the very low key play of the like you talk for 10 minutes and you keep it there because then detect magic's gone. But just I was keeping it in the back pocket just in case.
Yeah, that was also partly in my mind too. But then I thought, oh, I don't know if we're gonna go like narrative license or anything. And also I was like, okay, it's getting close to 10 minutes. Stop taking up time. But so I'm really, really glad you like the scene.
Yeah, it was great.
I also enjoyed the future scenes where maybe the party gets to talk to Tam again. I don't know.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe at some point.
our old man.
Maybe he has stuff to tell them. I don't know.
Ah, what could it be? Honestly,
Yeah,
jeez.
like I like I was thinking of like A Christmas Carol. I'm like, okay, how far in the future do I go?
I mean, you went all the way to the end of the Mad Mage, right? So it's like,
I
okay,
was
yeah.
hoping
Yeah,
you
well-
would say with those gravestone scenes, it's like literally the only person sitting there is Callista, and he just all the others' names are on because it's just been so long.
Yeah, that was the other thing that was kind of tough too, because I had to separate like things that I know that you know shadowed
Mm-hmm.
and nobody else here knows and nobody else watching knows.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's other stuff that like all of us know, but the audience doesn't. So I'm trying to
Yep.
keep all of that stuff like, and then what does my character know?
Uh-huh.
So
Just a
that was
Spider-Man meme, but like there's 5 of them and they're all doing this.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I had a fantastic time tonight. I'm glad that we mutinied and took over our stream because this was a ball,
It's
as
just a
always.
subtle takeover, nothing too extreme.
And just like always, you can find me over on my channel at twitch.tv/DrewTheDamager. Sunday night, I will be playing more Final Fantasy VI.
Nice.
So come on by for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tilted.
Yes.
Did you have any particular moment from tonight that you felt was like a highlight that you really enjoyed, and anything that you might have going on?
So yeah, I mean, like the session in general was fantastic. I did like just outside of the gaming sphere, just talking randomly about stuff with the chat and everything for the first
Mm-hmm.
hour or so of the stream was fun. At the same time, we got to go and troll Arv, and he got to troll us back a bit. So that was just add a lot of little bit of engagement with the chat, which I feel we're not the best at, but when we get to, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's like outside of the spectrum of the game, but I feel like there were so many good moments in the game itself. I don't really need to bring them up again because I know everyone else is going to mention them at least once. And yeah, I had a fantastic time. I figured now I'd go ahead and switch over to the aviary because we're going to be going to our quote unquote last session before the Christmas season. So I want to be the aviary for that, you know? So yeah, I mean, other than that, you guys can catch me tomorrow, same as Drew. I'll be going at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I'll be finishing up Sea of Stars. I'm pretty confident this time I can finish it up for that day, and then we'll probably switch it up to a different game like XCOM or something to close out, just in case it ends quickly.
All right. Sounds good.
Mhm.
Also, thank you to Triffid for, because Tilted said, interacting with chat.
mhm.
Thank you to Triffid for being here all night and
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
yeah, being active in chat all night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
miss you,
also
Triffid.
yeah. I also like how Triffid was so gung ho about us mutinying.
Like, yeah, go for it. Steal it right from
Immediately
under
on
him.
board.
and like right as we like went live, so we were all just having fun with it.
Arv shows up.
And Griffin was saying like, "This is hilarious," and that just made me feel all the warm fuzzies.
I was half hoping he'd join us for a little bit just to mess with everything.
You giving the ultimatums was like so good.
Was that the highlight for you then, Hoodie?
I don't know what the highlight was. It was all in all a pretty memorable session across board for because like I listen, light social PvP is like the most fun PvP that you can have in D&D, where everyone's in on the fact that there's a secret and everyone knows the secret, but it's like, how do the characters find out? Here we
Mhm.
go. And then everyone's like, okay, well, I'm gonna insight check you. And it's like, well, deception, man, I don't know. And then someone's not playing along and they end up finding it out. It's always the best. I love it so much. But I think us coming to the realization that it was a Christmas Carol is kind of that's the moment.
As soon as the second thing happened, it was like obvious. Like, oh, okay, yeah, Christmas Carol.
Well,
For me, it was when the child led us and we were in the past, and I was like, "Oh, you mother!"
For me, it was the when she's old, because I remember that being Christmas present starts young, dies old, but I didn't. I know that's only Muppet. Hey, listen, Muppet Christmas Carol, the only Christmas Carol I know. So I don't know if that's real. But the moment I saw that, I was like, oh, it's happening. Yes.
I was half like wondering if Shadow was gonna have like Tam take off the hood of the third guy. I was like, it was him all along.
Oh, also Tam's evil relative being essentially evil Santa is such a good idea. If Tam
Okay.
is sexy Santa, Alistair Blackcloak being evil Santa is perfect.
Wait, isn't that Krampus?
Oh my God, it's Krampus.
Ooh, yeah.
Also, I want him to be his evil twin. I don't care about Tam's lore. He needs to have an evil twin.
So I thought I was going through my notes and it was something about the twin, but it wasn't related to Tam at all. And I was like, dang it.
Yeah,
Um,
I know what you're referring to. That's something else.
Yeah. I was looking at my Plum because Plum told us like gave us a fortune telling thing, and all I have is Tam will find out about his family. And I was like, past me, what are you doing? No exact wording. What is this? So that was fun. It was fun to find in the notes. My name's Hoodie. I play Basil Glabberpot, Lightfoot Halfling Alchemist Artificer.
Wait a minute,
Did we go too late?
intro again?
Did we break?
We did it. We made it, guys.
We break the hoodie.
But we always end the same way. So now I'm just gonna. It's cyclical now. We're ending where we started.
There it is.
And Yoi Goin Lin.
Hi.
This was a fun
I
session for
am
you.
kind of sorry for throwing that at you this session.
I mean, we did talk about having us find the body and Peach knowing immediately in
Yeah.
some way, except it was a different way that he knew immediately.
Mhm.
So it wasn't a shock, but then when it happened, I was like, I'm gonna make Peach throw up. This is gonna be great.
I like how that's
Yeah.
a check-off goal for you. It has to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
there's nothing quite like getting handed the gift by the DM of like, oh, my character has to go big now. This can't be a small moment.
I like how you kept rolling for throw up.
That was great. You can roll
Yeah.
pretty high on one of them. I think you got like a 17, like 8 Peach throws up. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a DC 20.
Yeah, because I thought about, like, prior to the session, I thought about how he would react to it, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is a form of violence and a form of enacting violence that he's never seen before. And I haven't really settled on something that is like like that really gets him emotionally because he's always been so rock solid. So I was like, maybe this time is a good moment to introduce like, oh, Peach doesn't like this kind of thing. It really, really upsets him. Yeah. But honestly, yes, Eric, you missed several owl pellets.
Yep. Good
um
VOD.
but honestly, the moment that really hit for me was when we talked to Tam in the future, because it made me realize how much I missed that dead old man. And I was like, I need the closure, Shadowed. I need us to talk to that dead old man. Yeah. So that
Just-
was
Just a quick 50 sessions away. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Might be
I
more
mean-
like 100 the rate we're going.
Right.
yeah, but like in a session that was full of like emotional hammer blows, that I think was the biggest one for me, where it was like, oh yeah, Tam's on screen. I miss Tam. Yeah. So that was the big one for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Shadow? What'd you have fun with?
Everything.
Okay. Duh.
God.
Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, but oh man. Uh, I mean, giving the vision of making Peach realize that it's his dad torturing a dude.
Yeah.
I was praying so hard for him to fail that check just because it would have been so fucking funny.
It was a beautiful ask for a perception check, and then it came back 17, and everyone knew it's like, oh, Peach is locked into knowing this now. You can't even squirm. It's
Yeah.
oh,
Because like the idea that he is just so upset by what is happening that he looks at his dad's face that he knows and has seen since he was born and just doesn't recognize it whatsoever. He's like,
And
so
like,
that would have been funny, but yeah, I had to commit after the 17.
and also I think just the entire Christmas Carol thing that Arv challenged me to do, like having to like go back in my own head and be like, okay, what are some major moments from the campaign that I can pull from for Ghost of Christmas Past, and then like, okay, what's gonna happen in like the next like in the current day or whatever, and then like what are some far future stuff that I can maybe like tantalize with, and that was just that was really fun for me. So
Yeah, it's a very good exercise in improv.
Yeah.
Also a great way to catch Callista up.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
Now you know everything pretty much.
I'm really glad that she canonically got to see the absolute clusterfuck that was us going into that mausoleum. It's
I
like,
love
did
that
you think we were competent? No, we suck.
it's a moment that we didn't appreciate enough. Robus getting burned 4 separate times on the fact that he was just not that impressive.
What a good lead in too is the door opens and it's Rob. Like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, great. And I'm just like, yep, no, that tracks.
Is Peach the only one who doesn't realize what went on there? Yeah.
Probably.
Probably,
I
yeah.
think
Yeah.
he is.
I think like Basil has like a fair inkling at this point.
Oh, in one of the time loops, Basil saw it happen and was like, hey, that's where he came from. I think I said it out loud at the time too, but it
Oh,
got
yeah,
Yeah,
lost.
I think you
So
did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you're a little bit more innocent. Like, why is he in that room? What was going on?
Basil's innocent in a different way, where he's emotionally unintelligent, but he is not innocent to the horrors of the world, as noted by his horrible back, like his horrible stories of like, I've seen
Right.
plenty of mutilated bodies. Like, that's the fun part. That like juxtaposition is where I really enjoy playing in the puddles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like our group and our campaign has just been like firing on all cylinders lately. And it's just been a blast. So
Hell yeah.
see here. We have still a decent number of viewers, so I will probably wind up trying to find someone to go share some of the viewer love with tonight. I think I know of a couple options.
Oh, Arv is on. We can go raid Arv.
Oh, that's smart. Smart.
So you can do the Arv raid things, but you can also perhaps add in a additional message that's like this. From the shadows. Just to let people know that it was us tonight. And I feel like I'm gonna have to have a private message with Arv sometime during this week.
Maybe. Just
uh,
bring over Big Sis Triffid with you. That'll help you.
because I was about to go into I'm like, of course we're on Arvanella's channel, and thank you to Arvanella for hosting us on this channel. Well, we may have like come on without consent.
Why would you phrase it like that?
There was a little bit.
Because we
like-
have to, you know? Everything's got to be a little awkward in this group.
But you told us about the wording, which is, it'll probably be okay. I'll get back to you. So there's kind of something there.
There was some
Yeah.
room for interpretation.
There's wiggle room.
You know what would make Arv feel better about us taking over his channel if, as Tilted just put in the chat, if you go to his Patreon,
Yeah.
give him some money, or perhaps buy his book.
Yeah. That's totally why I did that. Yeah.
Yeah, subscribe to Arv's Patreon, or buy his book, or subscribe to his channel.
There's so many ways.
Yeah, use the code ShadowCrew so he knows it was from us.
Yeah, just add that into the message with ShadowCrew's intentions.
All right. Well, keep your eyes posted on the Discord and the socials for when our next session will be, because I have a feeling that something like this might happen again.
Maybe not Saturday. We'll see.
Yeah, no, not like a complete takeover, but like an impromptu or unscheduled session on a night that Arv does not normally stream.
And we still have our 17th. That's our set date is for normal. So
18th, isn't it?
Is
18th.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. 18th.
The 18th is the Wednesday that we have our schedule.
How dare you mess up Tuesday for Wednesday? How dare you?
I know. I should have remembered because it's the week before Christmas. Like, exactly.
Rainbow.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
So happy December, everybody.
Yes.
Hope to see you all again soon. Stick around for that raid if you can. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.